Wolf meme?
Yeah, I know what that is. I accidentally.
Well, hey, you got the version that works.
Yeah, well, they picked it. They invited me to the chat, to the lobby. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the non-island version.
That just makes me sad.
Yeah, well, I was watching a really good game today versus who was it? It was TLO, surprisingly enough, versus this guy named. Wow, I cannot remember his name. It was like a 45-minute game, 50 minutes, somewhere around there.
What was the MU?
It was
the matchup?
Well, TLO played Zerg. It was Zerg vs Zerg, I think. Yeah. ZVZ, back and forth. The whole map was almost mined out. Both players were down low. TLO was really behind. He actually came back a little bit, like from 100 supply deficit to about a 30 supply deficit. And he ended up losing. How sad. Final OG appears to be AFK. There he goes. Now finally spitting his probes. GLHF goes out. Here we go.
He's just too used to the beta.
Alright, let's do Apache do the left and Azariah do north.
Alright, so spawning in the 9 o'clock position, we have the Pink Terran Final OG.
Spawning in the north position, it's the Red Protoss. I think his name is an archaeologist, Zeranos.
Oops. Whoa.
You guys play that game? Is it a Pokemon archaeologist or disease?
No.
No? You've never heard of that one?
No.
I think Final Oogie is a Pokemon.
It sounds like one, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. But I think the Protoss is named Zeranos. That sounds more Pokemonish.
Alright, let's take a look at some APM right before we get into any buildings being made. We have 161 APM for the Red Protoss, and we have about 113 or 100, around there for the Pink Terran. So both of these players doing some spamming on the APM at least.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out that Final OG is a Masters Terran and Zeranos is a Diamond. So there is a huge, not really huge, but there is a big gap between Diamond and Masters. But I think this game will prove how big that gap is or how small that gap is.
Well, depending on how far up Masters you go, like the top 8 Masters, there's a huge gap between anything Diamond and that level Masters.
Yeah. Well, we aren't seeing anything too weird right here. Zeranos throwing down his gas at 15, or no, 16 gas. That's a little bit late. I haven't really seen that much, but Final OG is getting his 1 racks expand down, finishing up the wall off, making sure that probe does not get in the scout. That's something you never want. That's a Terran. And his orbital command is finishing up in about 10 seconds.
I will agree, though, that Diamond is probably the most versatile league, from low diamond to the highest, like rank number 1 diamond. That's probably the league in which there's the most.
I need to interrupt you, gentlemen, because we have a bunker going down at the Protoss Natural.
Yeah, and we do see 2 Marines. Oh, a Marine and an SCV are heading over to that way now. They are going to be scouted by the watchtower. The probe is right there, and he is trying to take down this SCV, but that SCV is resilient, and he's just slipping through these probe's fingers.
He's having a lot of trouble, and that bunker's going to finish.
Yeah, even if that SCV was killed, that second SCV will get to it. And the Marine is now targeting down the Nexus. Nexus is cancelled. That is...
That's a decision I don't agree with.
No, me neither. It's a way too early cancel. I mean, he is plumbing out a stalker now. The above ground vision would probably be enough to take it out, but they just canceled that. I completely don't agree with that. It's way too early.
Yeah, even a full bunker of 4 Marines with a stalker on the high ground, they're not going to come up that ramp.
Yeah.
No way.
Stalker and his out are out now for Zeranos. He is supply block now, just finishing up, getting a pylon down. 2 SCVs may go down here. Yep, he's going to get the second SCV down. The bunker is going to get salvaged soon enough once he realizes that it's under attack. And I think Final OG definitely got the better hand in that situation, having Zeranos completely just destroy his Nexus so that it wouldn't lose any minerals. And while we speak, Final OG is getting his command center out, immediately shifting that into an orbital command and getting a bunker down at his natural entrance.
Yep, we have 3 gates following up from Theranos, poking out with his 2 stalkers, and where's his zealot? There's his zealot, way over there on the right, while he replants his Nexus.
Yep, Final OG did just throw down both of his gases at his main. Now we're finally transitioning into some tech lab reactor play to get out the early bio that he needs to defend this. He does have enough Marines to defend against this early push of 2 stalkers and a zealot. The zealot is just moving to the ramp now, and he is going to back up with those stalkers once he gets there.
Ogie not taking any chances. He's walling up with 2-3 bunkers right now. Might be suspecting sort of like a counter 4-gate play, maybe.
Yeah, definitely, especially in the position that Zeranos is in right now. I mean, he completely lost his Nexus. He definitely just wants to find a way to make Final OG get behind, but I think this is only costing him even more. I mean, he's focusing on Army a little bit, getting 2 more sentries as Zealot, and his Natural is just finishing up now, and he hasn't even been producing any probes. That's definitely something that is going to cost him if this push doesn't work out for him. And you see there are a ton of Marines pushing out, losing
Stalker's
a stalker.
getting caught. Oh, that was terrible for Zeranos.
Yeah, he needs to be paying attention at this point. He's just way too behind right now to be able to be losing those. There are 3 bunkers down at the Natural Final OG, and there are 3 zealots being warped in. Honestly, don't think this is enough. He definitely should be working on the economy side right now.
Now, Zeranos kind of committing a lot of resources to this with only 2 gases mining with 2 sentries up front. He's not going to be able to replenish this army off of 3 gates very quickly should our Terran opponent decide to counter push.
I'm kind of wondering what Zeranos is doing right now. I mean, he just threw down his robotics bay, and he's going to try and make this push. Either he's trying to buy time, which is highly unlikely because there are 14 Marines out and 2 Marauders out for Final OG. And there's just not enough bio units for Zeranos to actually do any damage here.
Yeah, he pops the Guardian Shield, realizes the situation is too risky, and gets out of there, which I think is a good decision. Running in there and just losing all those units would have definitely cost him the game.
Yeah, honestly though, I think at this point, if Zerados had applied a little bit of pressure with the Stalkers, and that's about it, if he had just left it there with the 2 Stalkers, and just harass them a little bit, and focus more on the economy, I think he did do a much more better job. You can see now that they're just about equal in the workers tab, 32 probes to 35 SCVs, along with 1 mule for Final OG. So he's not too far behind, but definitely the mule is giving him an upper hand right now.
Yeah, Zeranos was trying to both push back and deal damage while also being economic, which is like it's that half and half strategy that never really works. You have to either go one way or the other.
Yep. Zeranos does take control of the watchtower, and he does just get a few glimpses at this factory just floating over. Might try and do something about that. Those factories are also annoying late game when you have your stalkers focusing those down when you just want them to focus on the Marines.
Final Ogie looking for the warp-in pylon near his base. He's not going to find it yet. The Marines on patrol, but...
And here comes the push. 2 medevacs with 23 Marines, 4 Marauders. This attack does so much damage every now and then, and luckily for Zeranos, he does have his first Colossi out, but I think that a drop in the main and a push up the front will do a lot of damage here. He's going to go straight for the Colossus there. He does see it. He is going to pull back a little bit. The factory is going to go down before the bio units do get a chance to attack, and I think that Zeranos is in a great spot here. He has the above ground vision to make sure that the medevacs cannot drop in the base. He does have a alright position at his Natural. 3 force fields going down. That's
one of them a bit of a waste.
Yeah,
if not
waste of energy. I mean, he has enough for 6 more force fields rather. And
that misstep by Ogie with his rally medevac just gets taken out immediately, and he's going to push forward.
You don't want this position right now. His zealots are getting trapped behind his whole army. Stalkers are on the ramp still. Colossus is doing a ton of damage, but these zealots are not in a good position. Needs to get those zealots in the front of the army right now. He is going to be breaking down his own force fields, trying to chase this army, but you do not want to chase right now because bio units will be streaming in anytime soon, and the Marauders will be able to slow you and just harass you endlessly and kite you.
3 more gates just finished for Xeranos. His thermal lance is about 75%. Another Colossus coming out as well. A 3rd command center for Augie. +1 armor. He's got more barracks on the way. Still hasn't found that proxy pylon though. I wonder if that'll come into play later.
Oh, and you got 2 full medevacs sitting right outside the right below those gateways that are just finishing up now. Going in now, 2 full medevacs. They're going to be able to take out this pylon right here. Stop unit production. The units are going up the ramp now. I don't think they'll be able to reach there in time. The Roblox facility is going to go down. Is getting focused down really hard here. He is going to take out the Colossus. It's just way out of position here. And he is going to get away with a robotics facility, Colossus, and a pylon.
That was a massively destructive drop.
Yeah. He needs to be careful of these medevacs, though. They're just sitting out there. Ooh. That's kind of close.
Precarious. But yeah, Xeranos leading off with his Colossus way out in front and getting it killed. And
there's a little Zelt run by in the natural final OG. Not doing too much damage, trying to focus on the Marines. Not going to do too much damage.
More Zealots warping in. I think he may know about the 3rd base.
Oh,
he does. He has the observer there.
Drop coming in again at the mineral line of main at Xeranos. Beginning warp-ins right there, and these medevacs are dangerously low. He needs to be able to focus down these Marauders and medevacs, and they go down. One medevac is down. The Marines, the probes are in danger now.
They're going after the Robo Bay.
Robox Bay is going to go down. Oh my god.
And that's even worse for Xeranos. The double Robo play going to be useless now.
Yeah, he doesn't even.
The 3rd got cleaned up.
What's even worse is that he's not even transitioning right now. I mean, he just made 2 additional Robox facilities after his first one is down. Just making his Twilight Council now. He has no storm potential right now, and just 1 Colossus. I mean, if Final OG was to push now, of course he would have to work on his bio production right now. But if he were to push now, he would be in a perfect position. There's not going to be Colossus for another about 2-3 minutes, and until then, Xeranos is going to have to rely on this War Prism harass that's going to come out soon enough with this War Prism being produced that's halfway done. And +1 ground weapons is almost done, and +1 ground armor farm is completely done.
Yeah, OG found that pylon and took it out at last. He's got, like you said, 2-2 on the way. We have the 3rd base for our Protoss player on the way as well. Still only the 1 Colossus. Corner boosting out a War Prism. Now that could help him a lot.
Yeah, Xeranos does have an observer over the 3rd of final OG. I don't know how the command center got to half health, but it is really low right now. And if he does do a little bit of harassment, he could actually take it out.
Yeah, he warped in some Zealots during that the Terran drop and sent them towards the 3rd.
That was very smart. Final OG just scanned his whole army right when he loaded up his medevac to make sure that no observer was there to see the drop incoming.
Warp Prism is going to go where? It's going past the natural, but there's 4 Vikings. I don't think it's going to get much going on.
Ooh. And there goes 200 minerals for Xeranos, and right now, I don't think he could afford this. He needs the Colossi production. He needs the upgrades. And he needs, most of all, he needs tech. He has no Templar archives yet.
And he's still not mining from his 4th gas. That 4th assimilator is sitting at full gas with no probes.
Oh, and that's exactly what you need for Colossus. Colossus are so gas heavy, and when he transitions into High Templar, there's going to be no gas for him left to use. He isn't even saturating his 3rd yet, and no probes at his 3rd. Needs to start getting onto that chrono boosting, his robotics facility production, and his upgrades. Well, that's not what he needs right now. He needs to be able to get his economy up running, and he needs to focus on army.
Well, here comes Oge with the timing push. 2-2 just finished.
Around the outside. He's going for the 3rd. Is he going for the 3rd?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
he's going in.
There he goes. He's going to be sighted by those zealots right there. His army, I don't know what he's doing. He's leaving all the zealots back there. He's waiting for a drop that's just not there. He could probably just leave a stalker or 2 up there.
I don't necessarily agree with stimming the entire army on 3 medevacs. from Ogi. I mean, yes, he got in, he did the damage and got out, but I don't know if that exactly needed to happen.
Yeah, with just
Well,
that,
medevacs
with just 3 medevacs, there's just not enough energy to go around for all those Marines, especially when it's going to be needed most. War Prism is sided by the Marine. It is going to get taken out most likely, except it is going to head into the main area of the south base.
The
and
Stalkers are giving chase. You got to be careful, Xeranos.
oh, he's just going to lose all those Stalkers. Oh my God!
I did not see the War Prism. Where was the War Prism?
Oh, it's at the south base now.
I see it. I see it. Yep, I got it.
Yep.
And this is exactly what Xeranos needs. He needs to get some Zealots to the third base of Final OG and get that base down. His army is all out of position here. If he warps some Zealots in, he'll be in a great position to take out that. The SCV is not going to see it, is he? He's just going to sit there.
Didn't see it.
Just going to sit there. Wait.
Vikings are looking for it.
Oh, he doesn't see it. If he goes straight back the way he came, he will not see it.
Yeah.
We do finally have Templar Archives on the way.
Oh,
Finally, 20 minutes in.
Yep.
there they go. Oh, he does not
They
see
don't
this.
see it again.
He needs to be able to see this. A counterattack would just be so deadly right now.
It
It'll
would.
put Final OG so far behind. His units are so out of position for this. He's getting ready for a fight, but if Xeranos gets ready too, there he goes. The War Prism is going to go down that way. He's going to run into a missile turret, unfortunately.
Yeah, he is. Oh.
But he needs to realize that he needs to go now. All the units are at the north base, right next to Xeranos' third, and he is getting ready for a
Does he have an
fight.
observer?
No, the observer there is gone. He has an observer at the rocks, though, right over Ogi's army.
Zealots.
So he knows
what's going on.
So he knows where the army is.
Going down. 4 Zealots going down. There are only 7 Marauders right next to the in the natural right now.
Oh, the Vikings taking out a Colossus for free.
Yeah, and the Zealots are in the third base of the Terrans. Just watch that. Keep an eye on that. I'll watch the main battle up here at the Protoss base.
He needs to make sure that these Stalkers... Oh my God, the Stalkers are all going to be killed. Half of them escape with good enough health. A lot of the Vikings are dead. There are only 2
the
left.
Vikings
They're
are
going to get
gone.
focused down. There's some good force fields here. The Colossus are going to do so much splash damage. There are 3 Colossi up, 2 Archons, and there are so many Zealots here. He needs to make sure the
Xeranos.
Colossi are in battle.
Yeah, Xeranos needs to get his army back together. He keeps moving these desperate parts in weird ways.
Oh my God, the third of Final OG goes down.
Oh.
Oh my God, and this is
Wait,
not
wait,
what
he-
Final OG needs.
He lifted it. He lifted it. It's floating away.
Oh, that was a 4th
that was
command.
the 4th. He was building a 4th.
Oh, wow.
The force fields go down again at the main army, and the Colossi are just tearing apart
Man.
all the Marines and Marauders. There is nothing left for Final OG to fall back
my
on.
goodness.
His bank is pretty high, but he needs more than this. He needs to start getting up his production again. There are so many idle barracks right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, OG not producing anything until just now, really. Xeranos.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Xeranos with a slight supply lead. In that Zealot engagement, 21 workers killed plus the orbital command with just 4 Zealots. That's pretty
Yeah,
cost effective.
that was just a huge gain for Xeranos. Final OG is now running low on economy. The main is almost completely mined out. The natural, same thing. There's just no minerals left for Final OG. He needs to start mining at his 4th base, or technically his 3rd now. And
There we go.
Xeranos is now in the position that he wants to be in. 3 Colossi with High Templar and Storm, Archons and Zealots, and plus 3/3. So this is exactly where he wants to be right now. He is going to start getting his 3rd up and running. It is about time that he gets his 4th. There he goes, putting it down. And he is just working on his army and somewhat his economy.
Yeah, to note, OG has 5 ghosts, just a handful of ghosts out. He did not get the Mobius reactor before they spawned, though. So a little bit of a mistime there.
Little warping going in from Xeranos. Oh,
Main
the
engagement.
army of Final OG's going to get caught out of position here. The ghosts, EMP, are not going down. The ghosts are going to die. All army of Xeranos was just EMP'd, but there's just not enough. Some sentries still have energy. The Colossi are getting taken out here. There's only 1 Viking left. 3 Colossi are still up.
Oh,
The
OG.
whole army is getting taken out. Final OG needs to unload that medevac right now. Stalkers are picking
Really
them off
does.
one by one.
He never should have loaded up, really.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what he's doing right now. Xeranos. Oh, the Colossi are out of
Xeranos.
position right there. No, Zealots are coming in from the back. He needs these Zealots. One Colossi goes down, a second one about to go down. But this might be GG here. So much damage has been done. He needs to make sure that Colossus
46
stays
HP on
alive.
that Colossus. That Colossus should not be alive, but somehow it is.
That poor Colossi.
Man,
We have
this takes me back to season 1. This is awesome.
That's like being like almost dead and like you're in so much pain, but you're just not dead yet.
Look
like-
at the money on Final OG. Why does he have so much? Final OG.
So much
Spend your
gas.
money.
So much gas.
Yeah.
Like we were mentioning before, there was no production really during the main engagements. That's kind of been Final OG's problem the whole game. A great opener, but when he's out there fighting, he's just not building stuff that he needs to win the game.
Yeah, the barracks were just all completely barren. There was no production whatsoever until like 30 seconds afterwards, and you need that production, especially when you're this far behind right now. Xeranos could actually go for the 4th base right now.
There was just a small drop, by the way, in the natural of the Protoss. There was a couple Marauders up there that were just killed. I don't know where they came from. I just flipped it over there and saw them.
Yeah, right now though, I think Xeranos is just way far ahead to be able to lose this.
Yeah.
He has High Templar and Precision to storm. One High Templar is going to get picked off right before it has enough energy to storm. That's unfortunate.
That is a nice pickoff, but again, Final OG just the supply doesn't favor him, and the splash damage really does not favor him either.
No, he doesn't have enough Vikings. I mean, at this point in the game, 28 minutes in, you want to have at least 10 Vikings, maybe even more, to deal with the amount of Colossi that the Protoss will be bringing.
Oh no! He knows about the base now, because there's SCVs!
Ooh. And this is not what you want. There are 4 High Templar with position to storm. They have enough energy for 1 storm each. There's 4 storms, and with no real anti-air, Colossi and the High Templar together will just rip apart this army. And there it goes.
There
Storms go down. And
back all the medevacs.
you could say bye-bye.
Yeah.
You could say bye-bye to Final OG's army.
Say bye-bye to Final OG from the tournament, I believe.
Actually,
These Vikings are taking out the Colossus.
yeah, the Vikings are completely taking out the Colossus. And there's just one left. There are 2 Archons on the map. But this army is looking... Yeah, they're just not enough right now for Final OG.
Nope.
Its economy is just going down right now.
3-3 on both armies, but notably, Archons and Colossus can kill more than 1 unit at a time.
Yep.
And OG's Vikings are now useless, but also dead.
Final OG doing a great job at kiting, but I don't think this is enough for him. There are medevacs. There are 6 medevacs rather. They are all getting targeted down by the Archon splash damage, and Final OG just hanging on by a thread here.
Yeah, but look at it. His income is nothing.
No, exactly.
He's
One by
producing
one,
Marines as fast
units
as he
go down,
can.
and the GG. I want one of those things for Christmas.
It's great, isn't it?
You're buying me one, right? It's our Christmas present? Yeah. I know it is. It's presently equal game there.
Yeah, I thought with OG's opening and the cancel from Xeranos that things were going to take a pretty serious turn, but then they did in the other direction.
Yeah, and that goes exactly with what Cliv and I was saying. You're saying that Diamond is one of the most flexible leagues that there is. You can have really good Diamond players that are top or mid, and you can have the mid to lower Diamond players that probably deserve to be in Platinum. And that's exactly what it shows right there, that Xeranos was definitely one of those players that is quite good for Diamond, defeating one of those mid-masters players. Just going to show that even if you're down 1 league, you can still win by just outplaying and outsmarting the other opponent.
Absolutely. Still a lot of game mistakes from both players, which really can. It's just that Ogi's mistakes were more costly in the end.
Yeah, I mean, those drops in the main did a ton of damage, but he just allowed Xeranos to get back on track all that fast.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more to be done. Like, you take out the Robo Bay, and then you take out... Like, he takes out the Robo Facility, the one Robo Facility. And then 2 Robo Facilities come up, which take out the Robo Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow, your army still doesn't crush his army.
I think that's something that Zeranos is definitely looking into in this next game, where he delayed his tech by a lot, and he wasn't really looking on the defensive side. He was getting his economy up slower than Final OG, and his army was even less than that. He had enough Colossi to deal with the impending attack, and that was lucky on his part, but he definitely has to start fixing that if he's to win this tournament.
Rexamon is bronze.
Can't count him out, man.
Yeah, he's Terran. I can't count him out.
Do the impression. Go.
Oh, he's done. He just needs to make a Marauders.
Yes.
They're a good unit.
Alright guys, this is DayWalker. I am To Live and Die. I am the host and admin of DayWalker, and I am being joined here in the cast by Apache. Say hello.
Nice to meet you guys.
Azariah, say hello.
Yeah!
And I am To Live and Die, of course. This is Friday night, Black Friday in the United States, if you live there. If you're other places in the world, I hope you are benefiting from the great deals that are going on out there on the internet and so forth. So yeah, let's get to it. This is round number 2. This is the Sweet 16. This is Rexmon versus
Zeranos.
Zeranos. Yes, I almost forgot his name. But
what better way to spend a Friday night than casting DayWalker?
Let's go Apache top right and Azariah top left.
Alright, spawning in the top left map of, I think this is GSL Whirlwind, we have the Green Terran Rexman.
Spawning in the top right base. Victor of the last game that we just casted. The pink Protoss. Zeranos.
Just so you all know, the noise that you just heard from Azara is Zerg for hi.
It's not the tumor.
Hi.
It's Zerg for I'm playing a Terran, my life is crap.
Well, you don't know. I don't mind playing Terrans. I really don't. Just throwing that out there. It's okay. Speaking of playing Terrans, we have a gas before Rax from Rexmon.
Ooh. One of the things in the PvT that you definitely have to look forward to and look for when scouting at a 9 or 11 scout, 9 or 13 scout rather, is definitely the early gas from a Terran. That usually signals any sort of... It definitely signals some sort of early harassment play from Reapers to Banshees to 1-on-1, all that. And it's definitely one of the most important things you have to look for in a PvT.
And it looks like Zeranos is actually going to scout Rexmon's location immediately. And this would pretty much... I mean, he's going to get in there. There's no depot. Oh, wait. Is there a depot?
Oh.
No, wait.
Oh.
Okay. So there is a depot.
That's good. He's not going to be able to see this early gas, and that's really going to... it's really going to hurt him in the long run. He needs to get dizzy.
Lower that.
What? What?
He wanted to send his own SCV out to scout,
that was bronze. That was bronze.
He should be making a Marine right now. That even Rexmon knows. Fail. What's he gonna do? He's gonna tech lab anyway. All right, man.
Well,
put it all on the line.
On the bright side. On the bright side.
Yeah. On the bright side.
The probe's going to die.
The probe is gonna die.
At some point.
Zeranos expanding after his first gate, and then Cybercore.
Bad side. He just scouted everything that Rexman was doing.
He did.
He scouted the early double gas. He scouted the tech lab in the barracks. He scouted the second barracks.
Yes.
Like, what else do you need as a Protoss? If you get all that information, it is like freaking Christmas for you.
It is, and Rex is not gonna have an orbital yet. I'm assuming that's next. Rex.
Gonna go straight into a Reaper sort of play or Stim. Oh, he's gonna go for a really push. Honestly, I think Zeranos could be preparing for one of two things. Either Reaper harassment, as you see he's getting a Stalker out fast enough, he's getting the Zealot to patrol the early entrance of his base. Or he could be preparing for a 1-on-1. Either
Makes
way.
sense as well, except that there's no orbital command rack. I'm sorry. It just hurts.
You're right.
It hurts my heart
Well,
when
you know-
Terrans don't make the best spellcasting unit in the game the orbital command.
Yeah, it's Terran 101. You know, it's 13. It's 12 racks, 13 gas, 15 orbital. You know, that's just Terran
Well,
101.
I guess if you want to classify an orbital command as a spellcasting unit, then go right ahead.
I do.
Yeah, they call down mules and they can scan. That's definitely spellcasting.
It's not a unit though. It's a
It can
structure.
fly.
It's a structure.
Does it attack?
Yes, it does. A planetary.
That's
fortress
a different whole different building.
You know,
That's
infestors
a
don't
whole
attack, buddy.
different building, man.
Infestors don't attack.
But infestors are cute.
Insanity play Wolf in the Insanity Wolf plays StarCraft 2, I guess his name is in the stream chat, says that if you want to see some really bad play, go play 3s and 4s.
He's not
Random.
lying.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible. I was
Well,
playing a
3s and 4s,
3v3.
you just all pick Zerg and 6-pool. That's all you do.
Yeah, I was
That's how you
doing
win
3v3.
3s.
We made 3v3 today, just a few hours ago, where my friend and I just wanted to cannon rush. So we were pre-made 3v3, and we just cannon rushed every single opponent.
Okay, there is an orbital now. My heart rate is returning to normal.
Good job. Proud
And
of
like
you.
I said, this is going to be a 1-on-1, and it is going to be a pretty powerful
2-on-1.
1-on-1. Ooh, 2-on-1.
2-1-1, because
Yeah.
there's Marauders and Stim.
If this goes the way it's supposed to, I think Xeranos could be in a bit of trouble. He obviously has the notion that it's probably going to be a 1-on-1. He has the Observer going out now. He has a little bit of Stalkers to just defend against anything. However,
Yeah.
Raymond, Rex,
You know, it's
yeah, it's just Terran.
it's not an effective 1-1-1. Unfortunately, all the timings are off.
Yeah, timing's off. The supply's off. And I
There's
hate-
no
I hate-
other way to say it, really.
It's bronze.
There's no tech lab on the starport. You need a Raven for 1-1-1. You need the PDD. You need Banshees. You just make it
Hallucination coming
Medivacs.
Oh my god, Xeranos is just being so BM right now, getting hallucination.
Hallucinate is a BM
This is
research.
just- oh my god.
I didn't know.
He's gonna hallucinate like
PM.
5. He's gonna hallucinate 5 zealots and be like, "You just killed my zealots."
Nah.
Oh wait,
Like
He should hallucinate
5
Wolf Prison.
Colossus.
he just scanned the observer and he gets away.
Yeah.
is it-
no, it's out of scan range.
Oh my god. I thought that if you scan though, like anything that was scanned remains visible.
He has a
No,
BM observer. He has 2 observers. That's BM. No, I'm just
Once
kidding.
once you get out of range of a scan, you're no longer visible.
Not to be rude or anything, but if he doesn't realize, I'll give credit to Rexman that he actually was able to discover that there was an observer in his army.
I will. Yeah, I will too.
I'll give him the credit.
And Rexmon banking up that trust fund for college.
He's not going to college. He's not going to college with this kind of army.
Hey Rexman,
No.
when you go back and watch the
Portals.
VOD, like,
Oh, what are you doing, Rexmon?
oh,
Well, he's dying, is what he's doing. He's getting himself killed.
You know what I find funny? He stimmed twice.
no. Look, we're supposed to offer, constructive criticism, and so Rexman, when you listen to this, when you're getting your, all of your buildings over there, make more buildings. Keep making buildings when you
Alright.
have that much.
Here's
Backed
better advice, Rexman. When you 1-1-1, don't lower your depot.
Don't 1-on-1.
Don't 1-1-1. No, you can still 1-1-1 and be effective. It's still really
highly. The thing about 1-on-1 is that it requires a ton of micro and a ton of macro. At Bronze League, you want to learn how to harass early on, which is what the Marine Marauder push at early in the game when the Protoss gets his Nexus down is. Further
does.
into it.
Well, he
Well,
does.
he's correct, actually.
He knows.
100
Exactly.
supply.
That was a good guess. I bet he stream cheated.
Was.
I'm just kidding. I doubt you're stream
Nah,
cheating.
no. No. Well, Rexmon can siege up. I mean, siege tanks are still dangerous as all hell, you know?
Yeah, except that observer is just like, hello there.
And the stalkers will pick this one off.
That immortal in the background, so like, let me in, guys. Let me get at that thing.
Doing
I got
this
it, guys.
crap
I got it.
walk.
Oh, he lowers the supply depot to come down the ramp.
Might want to do something about that supply depot that's burning.
I mean, okay, there we go.
And that is GG, like you just heard from that little button.
Xeranos gets the walkover.
Stuff is not.
Well, I mean, I understand it's open to all. So, you know, I know that things like this happen. I mean, we've casted a silver guy before, and I just felt really bad because the other player wouldn't end it. I'm just like, just end the game, man. You can end the game right now. Just end it. And he wouldn't. He just kept macroing.
Yeah. That's what happens, man. I mean, it's whatever. It's definitely something you want to work on. The lower leagues macro is, that's really the main thing to work on in lower leagues. Get enough workers. Use that economy.
Violence.
Get the workers, get the bases, get the economy going, spend the resources, make army. That's it.
You just want to have a lot of stuff.
That alone will get you to Gold League. I guarantee you.
Well, no.
Yeah, Gold League, it'll get you to Gold League. If you do that pretty down pat, you'll be gold. Another thing that I noticed, when I was in your position, I was Bronze League before, I was Gold League, I was everything. I learned from watching pro replays and MLG and all that. I noticed that a lot of the pro players were able to get their supply up so fast. I was wondering how to do that. And I finally came down to the solution that it must bend their macro. Having those extra bases, having that early extra base would get you that the army up that much faster. And I was right. Like, that's exactly what got me promoted. I perfected it, sort of, as much as a Go player can. And honestly, it's just a huge difference when you really see how much an extra base does for you. How much getting that early economy up does for you.
Well, I feel like an elitist jerk because I placed gold and went upwards.
I got placed bronze for the first time I was playing. I was like, dude, I was like freaking 10 years old. I didn't know what macro was. Macro.
How old are you now?
I was a noob. I was a pure noob.
I got the micro. Oh, we got PvP.
Insanity Wolf says, Go now is way better than it was back when you placed it.
No,
Sort of.
No, nope. It's still the cheese league.
No,
Gold is the cheese league.
That's silver. No, I think silver is.
Silver is the bad.
Gold is. Yeah, man. I bet this guy's silver, right? Does anyone know what NeverX is?
Oh, I have no idea. No, NeverX is Masters.
EverNext, my bad.
I did not check the. I should check the leagues, I guess, when I.
EverNext is a Masters player.
Doesn't matter.
Oh shit.
Yep.
So it is probably going to be one of those even matches again. It is a PvP, my favorite matchup in the whole entire world. And I will announce NeverX in the bottom right part of GSL, Belshir Beach Vintage. We have the green Masters Protoss EverNext, who we haven't really seen. What do you do?
Yep.
It's Belshir Vestige.
Belshir Vestige.
I thought those beach. Whatever.
Close enough.
I'm a noob. Whatever.
By the way, this is a best of 3, so the loser will choose the next map.
That'll make it that much more interesting. See both players getting down the early pile and those sorts of cheese because it's in silver and nor is it gold.
So, spawning in the top left base, it is the Pink Protoss, winner of the last 2 games, defeater of noobs, slayer of Masters Terrans, Xeranos!
Excellent
I was
job,
going into Moon and Night mode there.
Very nice. Very nice.
Activate the quad laser.
Wait.
With 4 Colossus, that's the quad laser.
Ow.
So far, so standard from both players. We have Xeranos and Evernex taking their gas at relatively the same time. A couple seconds difference, but nothing too crazy. And you know what I hate about the pink color?
The feminine.
No, the neutral supply depots on these maps are
Right.
pink. The
Right.
mini map.
Right.
So I see pink on the mini map, and
see
I
they're
think
pink.
that there's
I
a
like-
unit.
I think they're white, man.
White and pink look way too similar in StarCraft 2,
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Yeah, they're completely different, but I see what you're saying.
They're not completely different. Xeranos has a weird probe rally. As in a misrallied probe rally.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
just
I see.
He's
one of
just-
his-
And everyone's
There.
just being BM right there saying, hey, look at me. Hey, your probe's out of here. Look at it. Look at it.
We again have both. We have both players double gassing.
Yeah.
Although, this is the first to get his second gateway.
I swear, if I see some Phoenix play, I will be the happiest man in the world.
That would be nice.
I love Phoenix play.
Xeranos kind of saving up a lot of Chrono Boost, though. Wonder if there's a purpose there. Could be.
I personally believe that this is probably going to be a 4 gates by Xeranos.
A 2-gas 4-gate?
I'm guessing 4 gate because he hasn't thrown out anything yet.
Stargate!
Uh-oh.
My dreams have come true.
Oh.
Merry freaking Christmas to me. This is going to be fun.
Yep, happy holidays.
Alright,
Second gateway going down as well.
Since I am the master of Stargate builds, thank you. I know someone's clapping in chat. I'd like to point out there are 2 types of Stargate builds to do. Either you do the 1-gate Stargate or the 2-gate Stargate. One is economical and gets your Phoenixes out.
Green probe gets in. He's going right for the back of the base.
No.
He's going right for the back of the base.
No.
He's going right for the back of the base. He sees it.
He sees it. Ah.
The Zealots took out the Stalker, which is what we wanted, but unfortunately, that probe now dead.
Evernex now knows that he will probably be in a world of danger if he lets this Phoenix play go unpunished.
And in fact, he was making a robotics facility. He canceled it. I'm talking about Evernex now. He cancels it, put down another gate, so he has 3 gateways down.
He additionally put down
Twilight Council.
Twilight Council is exactly what you want to do, especially if you don't have your robotics facility finished yet. Robotics facility will not help you whatsoever. And
Actually,
well,
I prefer
I guess it would. But
Forge expanding against Phoenixes, honestly. Dropping a Forge and making a Nexus.
no,
Yeah.
because
absolutely.
one of the main things about Phoenix is that you don't stay
Well,
on
he
a
is
facility.
expanding.
You get 3 to 4 Phoenixes at most, and you transition into a robotics facility. That's really what you do. So going for the 4 times
Nice.
expand will be extremely dangerous if they push out, because the Phoenixes will cost a ton of gas, but you'll have a lot of minerals to float at that point. So we do see Evernex moving across the map with 3 Phoenixes, 1 on the left side, 2 on the right side. He's going to go straight to the mineral line of Evernex. He is going to get caught up by 2 stalkers here, 3 stalkers and 2 sentries rather. And there's going to be a little run by here, or not run by, fly by.
Flyby. Into the garbage chute, flyboy.
What?
What?
Never heard of that.
Star Wars?
No,
Oh my god.
I never watched Star Wars
Did
in
you
full.
have childhood?
Sorry.
Like, what happened?
I was a gamer, and I played Counter-Strike, Diablo 2,
Star Wars games?
Guild Wars, Guild Wars
Star
2.
Wars games? Like, what?
I never.
Alright, anyway.
Man, I was never into sci-fi. All right.
So, the Phoenix play is definitely deflected for good. It's not
I
going to do
wouldn't
much.
say for good. I wouldn't say for good. It's always good for scouting. That's one of the things that. Oh,
Well, I just meant
Ooh.
for damage.
Aw.
One stalker maybe getting...
Ah.
Nope.
get out of there! Get out of there! Oh, get out of there! Ooh.
So like I was saying, Phoenix play deflected.
For now. It's always used for scouting. Oh god, there's another stalker there.
I would like
is
to
just-
see. I would like to see a Dark Shrine from Evernext. Honestly,
Oh, probably wouldn't be the best decision considering that Zeranos does have his robotics studio out. I'm sure
it's a rope now, but you know.
those Phoenixes are just not giving up. Oh my god,
Yeah, Stalker's
Hey,
placed
it's happening.
everywhere.
they're just having the worst time in this base. Like, get me out of here.
They
Get me
are.
out of. Give me a Zerg.
Give me a Zerg. No, there's infestors there.
Oh my god, why is there more stalkers here? Oh,
There goes-
another one. And now the Phoenixes are completely useless,
Yep, 2 Phoenixes
that's-
between.
as they've been for the last minute or so.
Stalkers are actually pushing forward.
Not one of the smartest moves here. I don't think Evernext knows that this.
Well, he does have Blink, so he can just sort of pick off a sentry or two, which he's doing, and then just get away.
Very nice. 2 force fields waste that left. That leaves 2 more for Zeranos. There are 2 Immortals out here. Not one of the smartest moves for Evernext to do. I don't know why Zeranos isn't pushing out here. I think he thinks it's a little bit of a trap. Oh god, that's not what you
Gets
want to
down
do.
1 Phoenix. Blink micro is pretty good. And that
Throwing
one
away your
Stalker is going to
Phoenix.
die as soon as it falls.
Throwing away your
Oh
Phoenix.
no, it blinks away! Wow.
Throwing away your Phoenix is not something you want to do.
Nope.
Especially when the opponent has Immortals, that's especially the opportune moment to use it. Just lifting up those Immortals just causes so much damage to the army itself.
Watch, he's bringing the observer. He's going to blink into the main.
Oh. Lunk into the main.
Double pronged.
Ooh, goes into the natural
Stalkers
limit.
in the main, and where are the units? Units are dealing with the Stalkers at the front. Uh-oh, what's going on? You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, it got quiet. I was like, what happened?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. So, a couple of Stalkers going down in the main, and the Stalkers getting cleaned up in the front as well. For the workers killed, only 8, so that wasn't actually very good. That actually kind of hurt a lot.
No, I think the economic damage that he just did was he was able to cause some mining time lost there, along with if I could figure out how to freaking workers killed. 8 workers killed for Evernext. Not bad at all. Also, like to point out. Go ahead.
Well, I'm kind of curious here. Look at the production facilities for Zeranos, and look at the production facilities for Evernext. I mean, we have a very large discrepancy in how much Zeranos can make at one time right now.
We do. We have
Like,
3
that's-
additional gateways coming up.
That's not even close. Like, I don't know what Zeranos is trying to do here. What's he doing?
Thermal Lance on the way. First Colossus about to pop out.
Oh, I see. A Twilight Council goes down and a Forge goes down, but still, this is for what?
2 forges.
He has 3 gateways. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he's planning on something here in the future. Don't know.
This is exactly where PvP turns for the most boring side, where you have Colossi Wars.
Yep.
A
However, Evernext has better Colossus production ability
Yeah.
currently,
well,
as well as better gateway. Or rather, I should say his Thermal Lance is done now, whereas we have another 70 seconds for...
I don't get it right now. I don't get it. There's no expanding going on right now. Evernext could easily take an expansion right now.
Mm-hmm. He's
Well-
way ahead.
He doesn't really know that.
No.
He doesn't really know exactly what Zeranos is up to.
Zeranos is actually doing some good harassment on those Colossi now with those 3 Phoenixes. They're tiny, but they're fast, and they can shoot really fast.
Okay, so now there's 2 robotics facilities down now for Zeranos. So he's going to go mass, what, Immortal Colossus? Make Immortals out of one, make Colossus out of another?
No, I think he's going to be
Should
double
be just
producing.
Colossus. It
Yeah,
should be
double
just
producing Colossus. He knows that he started a little bit late, so he knows that he's going to be able to. He's going to need to get the extra production from Colossi to actually pull out ahead here.
Wow.
Yep.
I'd also like to
In
point out
terms-
that there's a pylon in the top right part for Evernext. There's a pylon right there.
Oh, that's cute.
Just pointing that out.
Zeranos doesn't even know about it either. That's cute. The army for Evernex moving forward. 1-1 for Zeranos will be finished before this engagement happens. But, you know, I'm not sure. I mean, so far Evernext has shown that he's got the better control with his Blink Stalkers versus the Phoenix Micro. Although, Zeranos could pick up some sentries here, perhaps. I'm not sure how effective that would be, considering Colossus are out.
Yeah, here's the thing here. This is cool. 2 Colossi for Zeranos with 4 Immortals. 4 Colossi rather now. 4 Colossi are now made. 4 Immortals. He also has +1/1 compared to Evernex's 0/0. 3 Colossi out for 4 Colossi out for Evernext. So Colossi count equal. Archons for Zeranos.
Zeranos has
upgrades.
3. Now he has 4. There we go. Oh, the engagement happens. One of Zeranos' Colossus is out of position.
1 Colossi falls for Zeranos here.
Smashing each other.
Those Phoenixes are actually lifting up the Immortals, exactly what you want to do. The Colossi are getting targeted down for Zeranos. 1 Colossi left. Evernext with 2 Immortals, 2 Archons, and GG goes down. Yay!
Yeah,
GG.
most times it does come down to that one engagement. Zeranos had a decent army to fight it with, but he was too clumped up compared to Evernex, and that's just where the Colossus lasers really shine.
Yeah, those Archons did a lot of damage too, and I think that Colossi Wars, any Colossi counts, so that 1 Colossi being out of position at first, having to run into the battle, and then the first one falling really fast was definitely one of the worst parts.
And the Stargate getting scouted. Obviously, only 1 worker was killed for Zeranos, so that investing that much into Phoenixes and getting basically no return for it really sucks. Asian Fatality in the chat saying how much he loves Phoenix play. He and I actually had the chance. We had the chance to cast some incredibly good Phoenix play. Where, like, picking off probes left and right, picking off sentries, killing a Colossus that was straggling behind the army.
Phil, now you remember me, right?
Yeah.
I was like the king of Phoenix play. I didn't have it down pat, man, but I was like an innovator right there. I'd be like, they're going 4-gate, I'm going Phoenix play. Like, y'all be hating. Good times. You think I'm kidding, dude? Those days are the best. I will be right back.
Alright.
You guys can start the game whenever.
Sure.
Evernext says, I'm sure you're very tender when you make love. I don't know who he's talking to, though. Or she. I have no idea. Both players are ready. DayWalker. Tournament of the Flaming Panther.
The name of the Panther is DayWalker.
Oh, that's his name?
I called him DayWalker, yeah. I named
Does
him
he
DayWalker.
does he answer you when you call him?
No. I like cats. I like dogs and cats, but I prefer cats. So that's why Panther. Panther is the symbol of DayWalker.
Interesting. I knew a cat named Batman.
Really?
Yep, and he knew his name.
Wow.
So you just say Batman, and he'll look right at you. I thought that was the coolest name for a cat ever. Too bad I can't, like, copy it now. I feel like I'm a jerk or something. So,
Interesting.
spawning in the bottom left position of GSL's Cloud Kingdom, we have the green Protoss, getting that great scout off in the last game, deflecting the Phoenix play with Blink Stalker Micro,
That's right.
and smashing with the Colossus push. It's Evernext.
And in the top right of Cloud Kingdom, we have our Pig Protoss Zeranos, who is down 1 game.
Down 1 game, needs to take this game to tie it up, go to the 3rd game in the series, and that's really For players like Xeranos who are Diamond and just play on the ladder, I have to imagine being down 0-1 in any series, or being down at all in a best of, is kind of... It's gotta be something that's harder to handle for them psychologically, because they don't really experience tournament play all that often. Agree, disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
What's up, Suckies?
So informative, buddy. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's a compliment. I called you sexy. Enjoy it.
I hear Apache. Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, it's me.
He's back from outer space. Apache, we were just discussing how players who play mostly on ladder being down in a best of X series is kind of psychologically difficult to overcome.
Exactly. I was watching MLG a while back, and how Idra, he actually made it pretty far, but Day9 was saying how the psychological impact that he usually had, if he lost the first game, he'd probably lose the next game. It was the psychology that losing the first game means that you're the worst player, and that would put you down enough to make you focus on the first game where you lost, and not on the second game where you were playing right then and there, that you needed to win. So that's always something to consider as a StarCraft 2 gamer, to basically throw away the loss. Don't completely throw it away. You want to look back at what you did wrong, but don't look at it as a setback. Look at it as a what's the opposite of a setback? Anyone?
A learning experience?
Good. Very good.
Not the opposite of a setback, but a learning
Close enough.
experience is how you should look at it. But yeah, I do remember that statistic. It's like 80% of the time, if Idra loses the first game, he loses the series.
Yeah, he was saying how the first game is crucial to Idra winning the rest of the games. And I think that goes for anyone, really. The mentality that you lost the first game, well, guess what, you're a worse player than that guy. That has a huge impact on whatever game you're playing. I mean, in League of Legends, not so much, but I sometimes feel it in League of Legends too, where I'm like, if I lose a game against someone...
1, 2, 3, 4 gateways from Xeranos.
Wow, rude.
2 gate Robo from Evernext.
He did this last game.
Evernext could intercept the probe. He does see it.
Evernext did put down the robo last game, remember, and he got his probe into the base and canceled the robotics facility.
I do remember. And he's going to catch the forward probe and see the forward pylon. This is bad news for Xeranos. Without that pylon, without that probe, this push could not work. 3 stalkers, definitely enough to take that pylon out.
Yep, he's not going to be sacrificing that stalker himself for that pylon.
Nope.
Honestly, I think that he needed that pylon more than anything. This 4-gate would not go off well without that pylon.
Now Xeranos making the transition into 4-gate blink. Getting the Twilight Council.
Something I don't completely agree with. Evernext is going to go for the Observer first rather than Immortal. I'd probably go for the Immortal first in this case. I mean, you're far ahead. You delayed him enough that you pushed him back into his base. You don't want to risk it and lose the advantage that you have right now.
Evernext needs to be careful. A lot more stalkers for Xeranos right now.
Yeah, but fortunately for him, there's no sentries. So there's no chance of him getting force suit into the base and losing those stalkers.
Oh, Evernext with the one base Robo Bay.
Again, this is something. This goes along with,
You're like so disappointed. You're like, why?
I am disappointed. You're throwing the lead that you have.
You're like, why Colossus?
Exactly.
Why
Colossus? Evernext getting his Colossi, getting an Immortal. 1 Immortal. Wait. Yeah, 2 Immortals rather. Xeranos getting Blink. If for some odd reason Evernext loses, gets out of position with the Colossus, lead thrown. Easy as that. Expand off this. You have the Immortals, you have the opportunity, you have the Observer to see everything he's doing. But you aren't doing shit about it.
Gravitic Drive.
Oh.
He's getting Warp Prism speed. He's gonna go for Warp Prism Immortal drops.
Either that.
Special Tactics.
Either that.
Or Colossus drop.
Exactly.
That's also possible.
Oh no.
I've seen a puck I've seen Puck. do
He
it.
sees the army
I know.
with his observer.
Well, he already has, what, 3 Immortals out? I doubt he gets any a Colossus now. He's just going to keep pumping out Immortals.
Just keep bumping out Immortals.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait on the Warp Prism as well, I think.
So I'd like to point out now that he's not getting Colossus at all.
Oh my...
Has a box
Zeranos! What are you doing? Why are you wasting time on the rocks? Zeranos! What?
3 Immortals versus 3 Immortals. That's a lot of Stalkers. Oh my
Oh!
god.
It's not the move
Focus.
to make. Not at all.
Focus is just too good. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There's a ton of focus, but even Zeranos knows he has to back up here, but there are just 4 more Stalkers coming in, 4 at a time. And he needs his Immortals coming at the Warp Prism just comes out, but he does not need that Warp Prism now. He needs Immortals more than anything. Loading up 4 Zealots. No, no, no. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Late.
No.
Serious trouble.
Why?
Really? Are we seeing this?
We are seeing this.
I'm saying it, man.
4 Zealot drop, but targeting down the Robo. You have to fight him, Evernext. Zeranos, fight!
Pulling half his probes for the Stalkers, and just not enough.
Get in the ring.
Immortal's now out.
Get in the ring, fight.
Wait. I know what's happening. He's doing a 4 Zealot drop in the main. 4 Zealot drop in the main. The Immortal is dead
Drop
now.
1 Zealot. What are you doing,
But
Evernext?
he is holding out. He is holding off. Oh my god. He is now holding off all the attack. The Stalker does go down. There's another Stalker right in back. And the Zealot drop is doing so much damage.
There are 6, 5, 4.
Oh my god.
2,
If Evernext
1.
holds on now, he will win this. The Stalker is going to die. The Zealots are trying to hold on. Evernext warping in the last of his units that he can hold now.
The supply.
And it is GG.
Wow.
I need to take
Wow.
some blood pressure medication.
That was amazingly close game right there.
Zealot drop killed all but the forward probe. Every probe in Zeranos' base died.
Yeah, I was amazed at that point. That was a really, really close game. If you look into it again, you can see that the Zealot drop arrived right on time, and the Immortal arrived no sooner than Heroic. The time it arrived was just Heroic. It was just like the last stand at Thermopylae for the Spartans.
Both players doing things that make my heart hurt.
I was seriously pondering why he continued with that Zealot drop, and now I see why that Zealot drop completely won him the game.
It did.
I think that was one of the costliest decisions that he could have ever done.
Yeah, and there was always the chance that the Stalkers catch it somewhere, somehow, if he miscontrols.
Well,
Like
he had sent all of his Stalkers to the opponent's base, so
Yeah.
without that Immortal, or without a Stalker, without one unit, or pulling out the probes, I think that it would have been GG for Evernext. It makes you think that even pulling the probes for diversion reason could possibly win you the game. And you can see it there; it's clearly evident in that game.
Alright, we are waiting now. The brackets have not caught up at all to those games. We have Wild Walrus in the one match against MYI Penguin. We have Hawachi against UWU Mavi. We've seen him before. And Muscleman made it into the semifinals in the bottom of the bracket. AKA OGN Asb, or OG Nasb. Nasby. No idea how to say that. OG Nasby, I guess. So we're just waiting for the 2 other quarterfinal matches to end.
The stream chat are just being very, very weird, talking about how cats are better than dogs.
I'm talking with Evernext in the DayWalker chat about his play. Told him to stop hurting my heart, and he's like, I don't normally move my Immortals down the ramp into a pack of Blink Stalkers, but when I do, I still win the game.
Excellent.
I also like to point out that in the stream chat, Insanity Wolf is saying that cats rock and dogs are for people that are insecure and need a retarded creature to validate them. That's kind of intense. Yeah, that's kind of intense.
I asked him what about Insanity Wolves. He didn't answer me.
Alright, I just messaged both Penguin and Mavi and see where they're at. Penguin says... And Penguin says it's going to be a 2-0. Okay, and he's going to win. Alright, so good. So we are going to have a match up top on the top of the bracket in the semifinals.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright.
Yes. I'm going to use this break to step away for a minute or two. If the game...
Okay.
If the game starts, I shall carry you.
Yeah, in fact, hold on. I'll invite you to the map.
Yeah, do that.
It's going to be on Abyssal City. Just give me a second to get it.
Let's do this.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do
Play
this.
Guile's
Yeah.
theme on the stream, buddy. Are you familiar with Guile's theme?
No, I'm drawing a blank.
You don't know Guile's theme? They played it at Lone Star Clash. It was their song.
Oh.
You know,
Whatever.
well, the meme is Guile's theme goes with anything, so that's why I'm saying you should play it.
Oh. I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
All right.
I don't.
Well, I'm going to step away for a minute or two. I'll be back as soon as I can.
No problem.
So how's your day, T-Lab?
Alright, I have music playing, so if you don't need to talk right now, then just save your voice. Music is playing, so just so you know. Apache, you can accept the invite also.
I could do that.
Everyone's gonna look up the map and look around. While we have a break, everyone, this is DayWalker. I'm being joined in the co-cast by Apache, who hasn't been on the cast in a long time, long time, too long.
Too long, man.
Since January or February?
No idea.
I think it was since February, since that last DayWalker Open we did.
Oh yeah.
250 players.
250, so many Grandmasters. I remember the first one though, man. That was a really good time. Inori,
Holt, Morrow,
Axlav,
Dragon,
yeah. Who? I think Dragon, right? No, Morrow.
Morrow won the first one. Remember?
Morrow won, yeah.
Mhm.
Morrow's a great player.
then
He
Hart-
recently moved to another team. He's no longer on
Really?
Ax or whatever his one.
Really? He moved to a different team.
Yeah, I forgot which one it was, but it was pretty popular.
Yeah, he was with Mal's more. He was with Mal's Sports.
Yeah, he left Mouse. I know that.
Oh, really?
I forgot which one he
Wow.
moved to though.
Okay.
Oh well, great player all around though. All those players were, especially
Azariah's back.
Dragon,
Okay.
Dragon, Holt, Inori, great players. And if you're not watching us now, then you could probably go watch them because they're awesome. Yep, so that's that. DreamHack Winters going on this weekend. That's a great time. Naniwa is in the quarterfinals for it.
I'm back.
All right, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, you?
Good.
Good.
This,
What are you laughing at, huh?
this music is.
I'm listening to dubstep.
All right, DreamHack is this weekend, guys. All of the better Terrans are in DreamHack. I
Every
think.
single one of them.
Yeah.
MVP's there? No?
Unfortunately, Flash isn't, so you're wrong, T-Lad.
Nah, yeah, but I don't know. Give Flash time. Maybe he will be one of the best Terrans again in StarCraft 2.
He
We'll have
is
to see.
already the best Terran there is.
No, I mean
He's not.
Yes, he is.
he doesn't have the jewelry or the bling that some of the other Terrans have in StarCraft 2 yet. He has
Alright
to.
then, alright.
Yeah, he has to prove himself yet.
He's proved himself in StarCraft 1. He proved himself in MLG. He'll prove
Well-
himself again in about a month or so.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see which events he wins.
Alright.
We shall see.
All right. The game 3 for Penguin match. So please exit this.
What's that? Oh, we're not in that map anymore?
Nope. We're gonna come out. And we're gonna cast the game 3 of the MYI Penguin match.
Oh, cool.
This is going to be on GSL Whirlwind.
Alright.
The GSL Whirlwind.
We might want to fix this.
You may want to
Got it.
mode melee.
Got it.
Might want to set the 1v1.
You can't.
You can't?
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Herp?
It's Zerg versus Terran, guys.
It is.
Penguin is a Masters, and Morris is Diamond. So guys, if you pair up a Penguin and a Walrus, who wins?
Normally I would say the Walrus.
Yep. Me too.
Well, this is a wild Walrus, alright?
All right, guys, just to bring everyone up to date on what's going on, we have MYI Penguin versus Wild Walrus. This is game number 3 in this match in the quarterfinals. So this is a best of 3, and obviously they each won, and they went back to GSL Whirlwind to play on this game number 3. I am being joined here by Apache and Azariah.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So spawning in the top right corner of GSL Whirlwind, we have the Wild Walrus, the Blue Terran, Wild Walrus.
SCV ready. Sorry.
I'll take care of this one. In the bottom right section.
No, I got it.
So,
I got it.
All right. Wild Walruses.
Yep. Spawning in the bottom left. GSL Whirlwind. Tied 1-1 with his opponent. The purple Zerg. MYI. Penguin.
And the way you spelled penguin is like, you know...
Penguin, yes.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, this map does have a central watchtower. The main scouting route is not covered by that watchtower, I don't believe. No, I think the watchtower just... Nope.
Nope.
You can move your army straight through the right side of the map right now, and... What? What?
Worker high five.
Oh.
The past trailer said sup, bumped a claw with a drill, and Penguin is walled out.
So you got a walrus with a gun, and you got a Zerg, a penguin rather, with claws. I think the walrus with the gun wins. We shall see, though.
Well, walruses don't have thumbs.
Touche.
Yeah. How's he
You
going to
don't
use a
have
gun without a
thumbs.
thumb, buddy? Or a finger, for that matter. They don't have any fingers. They have a flipper.
What if a penguin actually had a claw? Be
Yeah, the
insane.
penguin has a claw. It doesn't
That'd
need
be
a gun.
insane.
Scratch you.
Whatever. Back to the game. Penguin is throwing down his natural hatchery about halfway done, and his spawning pool is equally done, halfway done. Walrus is walling off, completely walled off, not getting his expansion up just yet. This is looking a little bit weird. He has his orbital command finishing just right now, and he's probably going to be throwing down his command center. There you go. One Marine done. Hardly any defense. Same goes for Penguin, though.
Walrus
So
tucking his SCV in the corner,
For some reason.
saving it for later scouting.
Thinking that SCV probably thinks he's a probe, and that his whole family is Protoss and will just warp in to help him. But he's wrong. He will live and die in that corner of the map.
Yep, very
What's
likely.
that?
We have Zergling Speed, 2 queens on the way as well, from Penguin. Notably, there are 0 drones or lings producing right now. Just the queens and the speed, and that makes me a little curious. Okay, there go 3 drones.
5 drones, 6 drones. Ooh. Gotta love Zerg, man. They're OP.
I have to wonder what Penguin was doing that whole time.
Facebook? Fapping?
Facebook. He's just checking Facebook in the middle of a tournament.
Dude, you gotta freaking, like, make yourself
Gotta keep
popular.
up on your
if you're-
social media.
make your fans happy, man. Be like, I love you guys. I'm texting them this tournament, man. I love you guys so much, that much, yeah.
Penguin
all your
supply
money.
blocked. Very badly supply blocked, actually, right now. And chasing around this SCV with workers, he doesn't really need to be doing that. He really needs to be unsupply blocking himself.
Yeah, Metabolic
Getting
Boost
back-
is finishing up right now. And something I don't completely agree with, besides this fly block, that's for Penguin, but for Walrus, he's actually morphing in his, making his orbital command straight away. And
Well-
he's lifting it up now.
I
I don't completely
That-
get that.
That kind of move is fine because you get the energy sooner and you get the mule sooner.
Yeah, I
So
get
is
that, but
something- okay.
yeah, I mean, I guess so, but you get the mule sooner, but I believe, I don't know, I don't play Terran, I play Protoss, but I believe that, like, you can make SCVs and put them down there while the command is morphing in. I don't know. I guess you could choose either way. It's more defensive to do it inside your base like that. But either way, I mean, whatever you want.
It just depends on how safe you feel, I suppose.
That's what he's into.
That's what he's into. We have the Reactor Hellion play from Wild Walrus, following up with a starport and a third command center.
That's good. Penguin is walling off with some Evo chambers, having his extra queens out and ready. Bridging the gap between his natural and his main with that creep tumor. That's exactly what you want to do in this situation. You're going to be able to need to transfer your queens from one base to another. That's exactly what you want.
And now Walrus is supply blocked. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Just became unsupply blocked just now.
Yeah, not Penguin supply blocked. And 4 warlords are being made.
These guys, they need to not get supply block quite so much. I wasn't expecting that at this caliber, honestly.
There's always something to work on. Lair is finishing up right now. And I'd like to point out that Penguin has both of his gas occupied with 3 workers in each, throwing down his third and fourth gas right now. And plus 1/1 ground armor and ground melee attacks is finishing up right now. Or they're halfway done. Hellion's run by going through the natural expansion. Ooh, nice juke right there.
Oh,
nice block with queens. That was very nice.
We have no worker kills.
Right.
I'd like to point out there's a bunker being thrown down.
So I was trying to say earlier, there's a bunker at that third base. Penguin obviously does not see it yet.
And that might cost it a little bit.
The Marines are heading straight for it. It really could be a lot of problems for Penguin.
Yeah, Penguin definitely needs to get his overlords out on the map. He has no real map presence with these overlords. He's not even going to be able to see this Banshee incoming, so he's going to have to pick one or the other. Go to the left base, save his third, or defend his main. Probably going to defend his main from the Banshee. That's a huge threat right there. The Banshee is going to enter very, very shortly with that cloaking field.
Wow.
Yep.
This play from Wild Walrus is pretty good.
It's so wild.
It's a very nice play. The Lings are here, but what can they really do with 4 Hellions in a bunker?
Exactly. There's not much you can do. This natural third expansion is going to go down shortly. Walrus
More Lings being reduced.
Cloaking field is now done.
The Banshee has not come into the base yet. What's he waiting for? He should, well, maybe let him fester on the bunker here and then come in with the Banshee.
Queens are here at the third. This could break it.
He wants to make sure those queens are at the third area. He now knows that they are in this Banshee. He's probably going to go soon enough once he realizes that he now has the opportunity to. If he's even looking at the Banshee. Look at the Banshee.
For an opportunity.
Look at the fucking Banshee. Look at it. Oh my god.
Hatchery is at less than 300 health. The Zerglings get in, the Hellions go down, the SCV goes down,
my god.
the bunker will
He needs to
follow.
focus on this hatchery. This is the only chance he has. If he focuses on the hatchery, he might have a chance here. He might even need to call down mules. The surround goes and
unbelievable.
Narrowly gets the. Now the Banshee. Alright, yeah. Now the Banshee.
Then the Banshee follows up.
Guess what? Oh yeah, he has 2 freaking queens in there now. What are you waiting for, smart one?
Both
Banshee,
players,
3 work kills, 4. Banshee's just racking up the kills. Overseer is almost done. Overseer is now done. That Banshee is now going to get sighted. He's not even looking at it. That Banshee is going to die without even a say.
Wow.
He's like, move me, please move me. No.
The real problem for Walrus, other than he lost a lot of units, is that he did almost 0 worker damage. We have 62 drones to 48 SCVs, a surviving third base, a lot of queens alive still, a lot of Lings alive still, and 2-2 about to be done.
Though if you think about it, when it comes to mid game to late game rather, you're gonna see Walrus probably start thinking about, all right, I need to attack that third base now. I need to get it down. And when it's fully saturated like that, it really hurts your economy. I think even more so than the early game. In the early game, you don't really need that much economy. You don't need that third base up and running quite down there. But the transfuses are going to go down there.
One lone Marine scouting out.
And I think that all hope of trying to get that hatchery down is just fleeting through the window now. We do see Lings are running by, trying to get to that third base now. He is going to have to lift up there. There are 2 meals there along with 2 SCVs, and that's just a lot of Lings. That Orbital Command is going to have to lift off. It's going to have to cancel. There it goes, lifts off. Mules and SCVs are going to die, and all Lings are going to get away safely.
Oh, the infestors! That was one infestor does go down. That was almost awful. That was almost terrible for Penguin, who now has Hive.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has Hive this early into the game. Wow.
Well, he's getting it. He's almost done.
Yeah.
It's done now, actually. Wow.
Yep.
That is a really early Hive.
Ultralisk Cavern and 3-3. Where's the adrenal glands? Yes, adrenal glands immediately! I love you, Penguin.
This is something that Zergs are doing very common now. A lot of pro players have been doing it, and obviously since he is Masters, he's actually trying to learn this pro scene too. A lot of Zergs are trying to get out that really, really early Hive. Normally you would get it around 15, 30, but he's getting it at 14 minutes into the game, actually expanding behind this. Content with getting down that, not really getting down, but...
Have a drop.
Ooh.
Double drop, not completely full, but a
1.5 medevacs full, yeah. He's now going to enter this main base.
Tires are going to be out of position, actually.
He does see this now. He just looked at it on his minimap, sending the full army back.
You don't have much time, Walrus.
Oh, and targeting down the wrong target right there.
Yeah, that is not what you want, Walrus.
What is he doing, though? Oh my god, they're all blocked behind the mineral line. And there you go. He needs to get by. He needs to leave now. He needs to leave now. Otherwise, the infestors. Oh. Ooh.
And the medevacs get cleaned up. One criticism for Penguin: with that much of a mineral bank, should be dropping about 2 to 3 more hatcheries just for a larva to replenish your count. It's kind of ridiculous, actually.
Holy shit. That's pretty intense.
That is pretty intense.
Usually, though, I think that when it's been stated that once the Zerg gets over 1,000 minerals, they want to get down a macro hatch. So usually a rule to live by: every time you get over 1,000 minerals and nothing to spend it on, get a macro hatch. Yeah. Except late game where you just get lucky.
That is what I was saying. He was sitting about 2k minerals there. Just kind of like.
I thought he was sitting at like 1k, 1.5k, somewhere around there. So yeah. So probably 2-3 macro hatches would have done it. But he has to drone up at his 4th base anyway. There is another medevac drop coming in from the north side of the 4th base. He will probably spot this. The Queen won't be able to do too much damage. But actually, the medevac is en route to go to the 3rd. And luckily enough, a Spire. Oh. Ooh. Spire going down at the 4th base, or 3rd base rather, of Penguin. And while this drop goes down, there are a lot of Lings.
3-3 is just now done for Penguin. This is his time to shine. We've got 9 Ultralisks out. Enough infestors to fungal the whole army.
Walrus is spreading out his whole army out here. He's going to get caught out of position here. There are a ton of SCVs transferring. 14.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, 14 SCVs in total right there, just getting killed off. This base is going to have to lift it off.
Walrus's drop, though, he's going to get that Spire.
Yeah, Spire going down. That was the only Spire he had. He didn't even put it down to his main base. That was the only Spire he had. The Queen is getting killed out there. And the transfuses are going down.
Finally notices. And here's the main engagement. The Ultralist and the Zergling is going in. Tanks firing on the Ultralist as they barrel down.
Huge fungals going down on the Marines Marauders. There is nothing left here for Walrus, though. Actually, though, well, I don't know who's actually winning this, though. The Marines Marauders are tearing apart all the Ultralists. All the Lings are dead, though. And the Orbital Command has to lift off. The Orbital Command is going down. The Orbital Command does die. The Infestors are getting targeted. A huge fungal on the Marines Marauders. And everything just dying right then and there. Just 3 tanks left over here.
Tanks!
And I don't know who's coming out on top on this battle. I mean, both players have lost their entire bank.
Tankman, get out of there. Burrows. He burrowed Ultralisks. Who does that?
I don't know who came out on top of that, though. I really don't.
Honestly, Penguin is 2 bases ahead, so he did.
I wouldn't say that, though, because Penguin got his whole 3rd base wiped.
His worker count
And the
His worker
Spire.
count. Okay, the Spire is negligible, honestly. The worker count evened out, but the main base is almost done. So he can
wouldn't really call
refocus
it
workers in a
negligible.
minute.
I wouldn't call it negligible because +3 weapons kicks in for Walrus, and +2 and +3 vehicle weapons kicks in for him too. I think Penguin is going to need something more than motionless. He's going to need the transition to Broodlords. He's going to need Corruptors to deal with any sort of anti-air with the Medivacs and all that. Infestors, Lings, motionless, they're not going to cut it. They just won't.
Well, I have to disagree, and here we go. First tank gets taken out. We have... How many more tanks? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Infested Terran
Oh my
mobs.
god. Tons of Infested Terran going down already. And Walrus has had his whole army completely wiped, I believe. Penguin doesn't even
Almost.
care. He says, alright, you can keep that little army right there. I'm going to go straight to your natural.
Yep, no need to fight the army. Let them crash on the wave of infested Terrans. The Ultralists with this much armor, just too much for small bioforces, even with Marauders. They'll focus
Man.
down one at a time, but
Ultralisk
know.
OP, man. Look at those things. They're so durable.
they are. Honestly, he needs to micro-load us a little bit better. You don't want to get kited like this. A
No,
lot
it
of
is
Ultras
just...
in the red, but the reinforcement of Lings is pretty much going to seal the deal for Penguin.
Yeah, definitely. There's a GG well played. 64 supply to Penguin's 180. There's no way. There you go. And that is game 1, correct? Yes, it is game 1.
No, that was game 3, wasn't it?
Game 3? Are you serious? Oh, I'm sorry.
That was game number 3. So Penguin goes
Okay.
into the semifinals
All right.
of this tournament.
And
So
pretty good game. Honestly, pretty standard ZVT. Nothing too fancy about it. Our Terran player obviously making a couple of missteps with his Banshee attack and the earlier drops.
Yeah, I think that if he had combined those two attacks, he was really focusing on the macro and the micro aspect of the bunker and Hellions. If he had taken one time to just right-click into his base with the Banshee, there would have been so much more damage. He wouldn't have time to make an Overseer. There was one Queen in the base the whole time, and there would have been at least, let's say, 10 drone kills. Probably up to 20. And maybe a spawning pool death.
Quite
It would have done
possibly.
so much damage, and it kind of brings up the point that what could have happened if that had actually occurred.
Yeah.
Would have the game been completely turned into his favor, or would he just recover from it? It's kind of hard to tell.
At the very least, picking off the spawning pool would have extended the length of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
Especially
Zergus-
because
I was going to say, when Zerg is at that point, you can trade away a little economy, like you were saying. You weren't sure about losing those drones. It was perfectly okay for him to lose those drones at that point because he can just remax out army and have the faster army than his opponent and just surround and crush him.
well, there's that, but there's also the fact that I think that he only had the spawning pool at that point, and at that point, the all attack would have been delayed. He wouldn't have been able to get the roaches out if he even needed them. He didn't even get roaches, did he? No.
Yeah, what game are you talking about?
I'm just thinking about tech-wise, about what would have happened. Whatever. I'm tired.
I guess so.
All right, guys, this is semifinals, game number 1 between MYA Penguin and Evernext, and we are on Abyssal City. This is the new map for the GSL, GOM TV League, whatever you want to call it, and it was put in 2 seasons ago.
Alright,
Okay.
so spawning in the 9 o'clock position, we have the everlasting, ever-present Protoss. The green Protoss, Evernext.
And spawning in the bottom right, the purple Zerg player, Slayer of Terrans,
And Walruses.
and Walruses. It is MYI's Penguin!
Woo!
Gotta be
I'll give him that little cheer.
What was this? Fast forward?
It appears that our Protoss player will be going for the Forge first play.
Yep, usual 4-second span from the Protoss. I've never really even seen this map before. You said it was new to the GSL, correct?
Yeah, it was brought into the GSL. It replaced
Teldarim.
no, for the GSL it replaced the which map did it replace? Shoot, now I'm drawing a blank. But this map was brought in, and another map was dropped, and I'm forgetting now which one it was. But
Crossfire?
no, this was
Crossfire.
after. This is way after Crossfire was dropped.
Looks like a very interesting map. I mean, we have the GSL Shark right there in the middle of the map. Destructible debris on the left side of the, so there are 2 entrances, 3 entrances. 3 entrances to the natural expansion of the both players. You have 2 Zonaga towers in the middle of the map to see any sort of movement through the middle of the map of enemy units. Little destructible debris in the middle too. So it gives you the chance and opportunity to maneuver through the middle of the map without being sighted if you have the vision of the watchtowers with you. So definitely an interesting map. I like this a lot.
Penguin changing up the opening a little bit. He's spawning 6 lings. Got really annoyed by that probe blocking his hatchery. Well, those lings, are they headed right for the enemy base? Actually, I don't know if they'll get there before there's a wall, though.
Nope, a lot of Zergs have been doing this every now and then. I've seen a lot of the pros been doing it. They try to get out the lings as early as possible. They harass the Protoss as much as possible. The cannon is down already, and if they do get into the main base, it could be a little bit chaotic. But there is a nice little wall here. Yep, a nice little wall. One Zerg has to take out these probe at a time.
Probe's
They're
down.
gonna get into the base. Oop, oh.
Only 1 ling survives.
Well, that's enough, man. That's enough. Canceling the gateway, that's nice. Nexus is complete, the natural is done, and that ling is going to be very annoying. I guarantee you.
Oh yes.
Oh my
Second
god.
queen, or sorry, 3rd queen on. Nope, 2nd queen. Yep, 2nd queen on the way. Natural about to be done. I expect our Zerg player will be looking to take his 3rd soon. Or he'll be looking to drop a gas.
Alright, so they're really gas out of the Zerg. This is quite odd. Usually going to see signaling some sort of roach play here, or early transition to hive. We won't be able to see. He is taking his 3rd right now. Protoss does scout that. So, he's more than likely going to have to try and build some defense up. So I believe this is going to be some roach play here. Not going for a metabolic boost quite yet. He doesn't even have the gas do it yet.
Nope. Right now, Protoss in the Harvester lead, 27 to 22. Not too big, but perhaps big enough in the early stage. Chrono boosting out Stalker from the gateway. We got +1 on the way. We got Warp Gate research on the way, and we have a Zealot push, 2 Zealot push into the 3rd.
Both players supply blocks. That's
Both players supply blocked.
Metabolic boost finally being researched here, so I was wrong about the roach notion here. We are going to be seeing some speedlings come out into the map very shortly. We see Evernext going for, like you said, the +1 is halfway done now, and the Twilight Council also being thrown, has been thrown down. So we're going to be seeing some blink harassment play more than likely, or a transition into fast high Templar. More
Penguin needs to be
likely,
careful here. 2 Zealots and a Stalker are more than enough to take out a Queen and that Overlord. I'm pretty sure it won't get away. Yeah, there it goes.
that queen knows she was going to die. She was like, I shall try to kill you, Stalker.
Penguin has speedless links to deal with this, and that's not too great against Zealots, honestly.
Yeah, +1 is finishing up in 15 seconds anyway, so he really needs to hold out on this. A Dark Shrine being thrown down, that's really interesting to me.
Stalker's surrounded. Gets taken out. So did the Zealot. Nope. Pulling back. Doing a little dance. Making a little love. Get down tonight. But eventually the Zealots die. Yes? Yes. Yes, they
I really like this though by Evernex. He is constantly harassing Penguin here, making sure he's on edge, making sure he's producing all sorts of units so he can't get the lair out, so he can't get the Overseer out. He needs to make sure that he delays the lair as much as possible, and if this lair does not get up soon, this D2 Shrine is going to do so much damage. It might even be game-ending. Lair going down right now. 25 seconds on the Dark Shrine. 70 seconds on the lair. So now there's a huge time gap in between these 16.
What's funny is if Penguin elected to move his Overlord just a little bit to the left, he would see the Dark Shrine.
Exactly, but that's a really awesome thing about this play. The lair, there's a 50-second gap in between the completion of a Dark Shrine, which is already finished, and the lair. The lair has 25 seconds in completion now. The probe is now moving across the map. I don't think he sees this now. I think
he is aware, yes.
Yep,
he should be aware. That's a lot of DTs.
The DTs are being split up now, so even though he gets this layer down, he gets the Overseers up, there's going to be so many DTs spread across the map.
No, he's going away from them. Penguin!
Oh, he was chasing the probe. He was trying to make sure the probe was down.
It's done. There's no way it's going to survive a +1 Dark Templar attack.
There are going to be so many drunk kills at this point. The Overseer, 2 being morphed in, but I don't think 2 is enough for this situation. They're both being morphed in at the main. The 3rd goes down. The natural. Oh, so many drone kills at this point. 22 drone kills, 23, 24, 25. Going up by the second, 2 at a time. This is just so much damage. 30 drone kills. This is GG right here, I believe. While he's probably going to survive the Queen. Oh, the Queen nearly goes down here. Penguin down 31 drones. However,
so 38 workers to 50. Well, now it's 46 to 58. Yeah. He's coming back. He's trying to come back a little bit here.
I guess if you could find a bright side to this, it's that Penguin is trying to recuperate as fast as possible. He is. He does have the lings. He does have the upgrades, but Evernex knows that he's going to be transitioning into something different than this.
Penguin, pay attention.
He knows. He knows he's transitioning. The DTs are still roaming the map here. He's going to try and make sure the third base does not get up. If he makes sure the third base stays down, there could be a ton of damage done. The economy would just be further weakened there. There are 6 minutes of reduction.
Penguin didn't cancel.
6 units are now on the map. +1 flyer weapons are now being researched. 6 stalkers are moving up from the south side of the map, along with a Warp Prism. Warp Prism might be able to get into the main base. There is a Overseer waiting there, and there is a Spire in the base, but there is no. There's nothing there though. Dark Templar is being warped in here. Warp Prism going to be moving out again.
He's warping right in the face of that Overlord too. That's pretty BM.
I don't know if he knows this though. There are 3 Zealots and a DT in the main base now. If he targets down this Spire, he could be in a world of trouble. Penguin could be in a world of trouble. He is going to be. Ooh. Bad force field right there, blocking off half his army from getting down there.
Oh, the drones! Penguin! Penguin!
Oh my god.
Drones, Penguin! They're dying.
56 worker kills for Penguin.
Drone genocide.
Beyond genocide. This goes beyond the Holocaust.
Penguin's only option, his only way to come back is with serious mutilist damage. And with a stalker count like that, and with Blink, and with, what is it, +3 on the way? I don't see it happening.
+1 ground weapons on the way, and a 3rd already in production, are already up and running for Evernex. Such great play here.
Yeah, great DT play, great usage of harassment early on. The Mutalisks really cannot stand up to the Stalker Force. There are Lings to help. He'll push it back for now. But he's so far behind. 29 drones.
I don't know right now. That's a lot of Mutalisks, though. A lot of Mutalisks. 3 more on the way. That would make a total of about 15 or so here. But all the Stalkers are going to get cleaned up by these Mutalisks, but there's
He
things out.
can make as many Mutalisks as he likes on this kind of an income. He's not coming back. Protoss has fully functioning 3 bases. He's got cannons protecting how many gates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gates. When those 2 warp in, there is no way these mutas are going to get anything done.
No, cannons being thrown out again, pylons on pylons, on photons. Just ever next knowing that he's going to be trying to harass them as much as possible
And
with this.
Evernex still has a zealot in the main. It's under that overlord there.
Yeah.
You see it? Yeah, it's still just chilling there.
He's just BM.
He's just being BM. Penguin does retake his 3rd. He hasn't rebuilt his drone count at all, really. He's trying to right now.
Yeah, it's really hard in the circumstances. You could either try to get your army up and running, or you can get your economy up and running. But he is trying to attack the 3rd of Evernex. Stalkers being warped in. Stalkers being reinforced
Just
from the
gonna get
main.
blinked on.
And Mutalisks are being utterly annihilated here. He's going to start blinking, and it is a no GG. Do not hit that button. What the fuck did I just say?
Hey.
I'm sorry. Really well played by Evernex, using that early harassment to completely annihilate the economy.
Sort of an unfortunate set of circumstances for Penguin in there, because he definitely could have noticed the Dark Templar ripples, because the Zerglings ran right by it.
Oh, oops, we heard that coming on.
You know, it's just really hard to sometimes, if you're focusing on getting your army across the map safely, making sure there's nothing in the way of your army, it's really hard to kind of look for the ripples in the air for the cloaked aura of the Dark Templar and observers for Terran.
I'm back.
We heard that coming. Like the Skype just sounded really different when you were talking.
I didn't hear it. I don't know.
What happened?
I dropped.
He disconnected.
But anyway, I was saying it was unfortunate for Penguin because he absolutely could have seen the DTs. He went right by them with his Zerglings, and he didn't see the ripple. He didn't make the Overseer in time. He had the lair. Absolutely could have stopped it. Just the presence of mind was not there.
Let's put it this way. He didn't have the lair when the DTs were made. The DTs were made a full 50 seconds or 40 seconds before the lair was even finished. They arrived at his base right when the lair finished, but he didn't see the ripples like you said. It's kind of hard to focus.
That's not what I saw. I saw him have the lair before the DTs got to his base.
Nah, there was a 50-second gap in between the production.
Pretty sure you're wrong. Anyway.
Can't argue that logic. Alright, so spawning in the bottom left part of GSL Whirlwind, we have the ever amazing Protoss. The green Protoss Evernex.
Yes. Spawning in the bottom right corner. Purple Zerg. He's down 0-1. Needs to tie it up. Needs to bring it back for the Zerg race. It is MYI Penguin! And he needs to Penguin this map.
Ooh, that was clever.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
He's spamming something terrible. He's doing 367 average on the APM right now. 360. Just tearing up the keyboard.
At the EPM, yeah, it's actually 100 on the effective. So
yeah.
he is, he's either very angry or very focused.
Yeah, he's actually very angry. No GLHF going out.
No GLHF, no GG.
Making Evernex very, very
tilted,
sad.
Honestly. He could be tilted. Just,
he made Evernex very sad.
Evernex made him very sad by winning with DTs.
Not funny.
Should never win with DTs. I mean, it is Penguin's fault. Yeah, almost catches the probe.
I bet that made him mad too.
It is Penguin's fault that he lost. Didn't pull drones as natural. Could have saved a lot more than that. It wasn't a cheese. It's just Yeah, it was just harassment play. Honestly, I mean, Evernext could have experienced a build order loss if Penguin was all inning because he only had one gateway for a very long time. But you know, Penguin was opting for the macro play.
Excuse me, I'm over here belching.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
That's so rude, man. What's wrong with you?
I'm just kidding. You're cool. You're
How,
cool.
That's what happens when you drink tea all day.
No. It shouldn't.
One of those Asian philosophers that's like
No.
boils tea and like cast games.
No.
It's just water with leaf juice. It shouldn't, like, you know, it shouldn't make you belch.
Very unusual play by Penguin. This
I
is
mix my tea with other things.
This is very, very dangerous. He's getting no roofinage.
What?
What?
Roofies? No? Okay, whatever.
What are you?
Negative on that.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Which we're saying, Penguin's play is slightly unusual. He took his third hatch at 18, which is really, really early.
Yeah, I was gonna say that before.
Really early.
He hasn't
And
spotted.
he's getting early gas.
He hasn't spotted the Protoss base yet either. He doesn't know where the Protoss is. Meanwhile, the Protoss did scout the Zerg base.
Yeah, well, he's Zerg. He doesn't need to scout.
I make Zerglings and I win game.
Well, he doesn't know that the Protoss is fast forge expanding. You know, I mean, that's kind of valuable information.
Kind of self-explanatory.
Informative. I mean, I'm just joking around, obviously. Scouting is important. We have on the income tab, we see work count pretty much level. Cybercore just now going down. A lot of drones being made for Penguin. He made some links. I am having trouble finding where they went.
Yeah,
There
they're
they
coming
are,
out right
4
now.
links.
So he's just probably going to try and secure the watchtower vision after making sure that he's in the bottom left base. You always want to know where the Protoss is. Make sure there are no proxy pylons along the way. Proxy pylons, oh so dangerous in PvZ matchup, as you saw there last game with DTs and all that. He's going Stargate, and he does try to get in. He does see the Stargate. I'm not sure if he knows exactly what that is.
If he had clicked on it, yes. I didn't get to see if he did click on it.
Yeah, well, it's up to him now. I mean, if he noticed it, we'll probably see him drop an Evo chamber soon to make sure. He's actually going to go straight for the lair right now.
And grabbing 3 more gas.
Pretty risky move.
He might actually be going for Spire.
Pretty risky move here. I mean, Metabolic Boost is 3/4 of the way through. He's still droning up, trying to get that third base up and running. 2 scouts are in the third base of Penguin. Speed isn't done yet, so these lanes will be extraordinarily slow. He's going to be trying focusing down that queen right there. The queen gets away.
Won't get it though. This harassment less effective because there is no +1. He needs that gas for Phoenixes and other things Stargate related. But still, the effort was made. Penguin really supply blocked hard. 3 overlords about to pop, and hopefully a shitload of drones afterwards. That's less than a shitload. There we go. 14 drones. That's exactly how many he should have made. And there it is, the Spire.
Wow.
All right, so this is a very early Spire. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this play. If Evernext does continue his Phoenix production, he'll have enough Phoenixes to actually counter the amount of mutas that could come his way.
It's all micro-dependent, really, at that point.
Exactly. I mean, Phoenixes outrange the mutas by a ton. Or I think it's by 1 range, right?
By 1 range, yeah.
By
Without
1 range.
It's 1 range.
But they could also move while shooting.
They can shoot while moving, that is true. But, you know, if you catch a Phoenix clump, the Glaive Worm, really effective. Really, really effective. Penguin, your supply. Okay, 3 overlords are on the way.
I mean, we'll see here. I mean, it's all going to be dependent on the micro, like you just said. The lanes are running by making sure that nothing is getting through these bases. Make sure a third isn't going up. And here come the Phoenixes.
Here come the Phoenixes! Rexamon leaves the game in disgust. So screw this, I'm out of here. The Spire just now finishing.
Queen does get picked off here. The Queen Ooh, is the second queen gonna get picked off? The second queen.
There it goes. We see 7 Corruptors being made. I don't agree with that. I mean, yes, Corruptors are effective
Second
against
queen gets
Phoenixes.
picked off here.
Corruptors are effective against the Phoenixes, but they are not mobile and they cannot shoot the ground, so getting a lot of Corruptors out this early, I mean, you don't have Hive, you don't even have an Infestation Pit.
Was the Nexus just thrown down and killed by Penguin at the third of Evernext? I heard the sound. I didn't know if
I missed it. I was paying attention to Phoenix.
He was surrounding something, but I don't know what it was though. I think it was a Zealot.
Forward pylon.
Penguin getting so supply block here. Corruptors are coming at the nick of time, but a lot of Overlords have been killed already. Mutas are on the way now, but
1 Muta.
a little bit late.
Corruptors should have been Mutalisks. They really need Mutalisks. Making Corruptors here is just not a good choice.
Yeah, all the money that he had saved up for the investment into Mutalisks.
Someone is moving their mic for Throne, just so you know. I don't know who it is.
There, whatever.
Stable.
Stable, yes.
Mine's a table mic, it doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, Corruptors catching 1 Phoenix. 2 Phoenix. Red Phoenix, blue Phoenix. No.
1 Phoenix, 2.
Well, he can. You know what? He can go right to Hive and get Broodlords then.
Not without an infestation pit, he can't.
Yes, but that he can put that down. But what I'm saying is that he has that option now with the Corruptors in the air.
What I'm saying is, if that was his plan, it should have happened by now.
Okay.
So their base is half done before Evernext. While these Phoenixes are still being a nuisance, the Corruptors and Mutas are hunting them down.
I'm
like
a noob.
Poachers. What?
Oh, he will catch, maybe.
Oh, the
Wow, they cornered him.
Double flank.
Yes.
That is a huge amount of Mutalisks there. And Corruptors too. The smart move by Evernext going for Templar Archives here. He needs to get those Archons out as fast as possible. He knows that he can't really hang on without them. Their base is finishing right now. And right now, both players are at equal, nearly equal.
He's gonna run into the army of Stalkers! Penguin!
Guardian Cheer goes up. That's exactly what you need. How many Mutalisks go down? About 2?
He lost
2 or 3. 2 or 3.
He lost 4.
4. Oh.
He was at 17, he's now at 13.
So, Penguin did throw down his 4th base already. He does have alright map control. Might want to take control of the Watchtower just for the lulls.
The real problem here for Penguin, other than the lack of an infestation pit, is the lack of a good drone count. He's been at 58 drones for a long time. Protoss at 66 probes now. Getting a 4th base, you don't have 70 drones. What are you doing, Penguin? What are you doing?
Especially at this point in the game. Especially at this point in the game where Protoss has already transitioned to counter you. He already has the 3 Archons that he needs. He already has the Zealots. He's getting +2 ground weapons, and he's getting 4 additional gateways. This is...
If I can draw the attention, right below the 3rd and between the main base of Protoss, just a giant open air area.
Mm-hmm.
Stalkers cannot blink back into the main in time, so there is some harassment potential, but he's not taking advantage of it, and I should shut up because a push is about to happen.
No, yeah. Lings are all caught out of position. Mutas, Corruptors all out of position here. He is going to push, I think.
Trade.
It might be a best base trade situation here. Lings are going up to the main. That poor probe gets blocked.
4 walls it off. Oh, nope, didn't matter.
Protoss is going to go back now. He knows that he cannot hold without this. 2 Archons are already made. There are 5 Archons in total now on High Templar straight right there. And he needs to take care of this whole army here. There is no banks present for Penguin. If Evernext kills this whole army here, it might as well be GG for Penguin. Archons are going to be killing all the Lings here. Lings are going to go down. The 3rd base might as well go down too. The cannons are all getting focused down for Penguin here. Cannons almost all dead, and the Nexus is going down slowly but surely. I don't know if he's going to be focusing down or not. Nope, he is going to back off now. He's going to go into the main, where a lot of damage will be wrecked.
Come on, Penguin, you got to pay attention. You got to do it, Penguin.
He's just going back and forth right now. He cannot risk doing this. He needs to push now. He needs to like keep
Damage.
two.
Penguin!
He needs to keep 2 Archons at each base at this point. That's as best as he can do.
A whole lot more Stalkers. So, honestly, the workers... Actually, there was a Zealot attack, took out Penguin's third, and a lot of workers, because he was still down in workers until just now. And a Warp Prism heading for the 4th or 5th base, I'm not sure which.
Yep, I'm not sure if it was scouted by the mutas flying by or not. He's not reacting to it, so I doubt they were. There are a few drones moving their way up to the 5th base, and a huge clump of mutas and corruptors heading to the main of Evernext.
A total of 25 mutalisks in that pack, and they have +2 flyer attacks. Their only real worry is an Archon, but they can magic box with those kind of numbers. Evernext supply blocked. That's not what you want.
Exactly.
Not with this kind of mute account. Are there storms? There are no storms available. It was not researched.
Yep, Evernext needs to keep 2 Archons in each base to make sure that these cannot get away. He is going to send all the Stalkers to one base. The Archons are all staying at the other base. He knows, Penguin knows that this is for here. Corruption going down on all of the Stalkers, and oh my god, those Mutas are doing
Mutas are going to win out for sure. Yep.
Oh my god.
+2 Glavehorn better than +2 Stalker. Especially with corruption, although Penguin really needs to pay attention still. Needs to focus fire. There he goes.
The main Nexus is getting focused down now. He is moving the Archons now. He knows that he can't move these, but he feels like he has to. The main Nexus might go down.
Meanwhile, the Zergling pack... Huge Zergling pack, by the way. 103 Zerglings on the map with +2 weapons. That is a lot of Zerglings, and that can kill a lot of stuff. Even this number of Archons really cannot stand up to 100 Zerglings.
No, not at all. You definitely need the Zealots, and he has no money for these Zealots anymore. So many Lings in the base now. Storm has finished up just now. He has enough for Storm. He has enough for 3 whole Storms. No, 2 whole Storms, rather.
Well, the Ling count just dropped to 30. So an ineffective use of 100 Zerglings, if I do say so. I mean, no E-Tech was taken out, the army is still alive. That was pretty much a hugely failed attack, and we have Zealots warping in at the
Evernext can't keep sitting on his butt like this now. He needs to keep pushing. He did take out the 3rd hatchery of Penguin. There are additional warpins going in at the 4th base of Penguin, and now he knows this is the time he has to push. He has his High Templar, 2 storms, full storms ready. 5 Archons are in place, and a little load of Zealots, 7 Zealots, 2 Stalkers.
DT's
small army,
at the 5th.
but this is enough. DT's at the 5th, like you said. He has no detection.
Oh, DT's at the 5th. Oh my goodness. Oh.
No detection at the 5th base. The 5th base will most certainly go down. In the natural base, I don't know. The natural
where's the answer
is
for
going to go
Evernext's
down.
army?
He is going for a base trade. Okay, so he's going to go for a base trade.
Coming
Actually,
back.
no, pulling back now. There are 5 Archons. He cannot deal with this. He needs to spread out his mutas. Here they go. Oh my god, they're
magic
all
box like he's never magic boxed before.
What is he doing?
He needs
Oh
to
my god.
corrupt. You need to corrupt. Or just make roaches. 2 roaches at the perfect time.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That was Evernext.
This is this. What do we see? What are we
Evernext
watching?
messed up right there, though. I don't know.
There are
5th base. 5th base is going down now.
Yep.
There's a DT in the 4th base now, and they will certainly move down to the 4th base now. There's only roaches out on the map now. There are 15 roaches, 15 mutas. Alright, that's a lot of mutas. I'm sorry, didn't see those.
Checking the units count. It's 8 Zealots, 3 ETs, 14 Stalkers, 2 Phoenix versus 15 roaches, 15 mutas, 8 Corruptors.
Overseer now moving to the 4th base.
He's just waiting for it to get there. That's the only time you're gonna feel like an overseer is like
Penguin.
deathly slow.
Penguin, no, don't do it. Wait for your army. Okay, Penguin backing up.
He needs to wait for his army, like you just said. He has.
I don't think these roaches have speed. Where's the roach horn?
Oh.
What? What?
Well,
He left.
What? That was a really, really early GG.
So, that's what tilting looks like, honestly.
Wow, and that was a 2-0, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
2-0 for Ever Next.
Really early GG on the side of what's his face, Penguin. But I mean, when you are facing that kind of harassment from DTs, when your fifth base is fallen, your third base is fallen, your natural is fallen from a huge push, you're really reliant on your fourth base. That was going down anyway. There was a DT in the fifth base moving down. He knew this was going to happen, but I believe that his army was big enough that he could have held out a little bit longer to completely wipe out the army. I think the only reason why he left was because he thought that the bank for come on guys, I need some help here.
Ever Next.
Sorry, I'm doing admin stuff, so I can't answer your questions right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't even have to go into the base count, really. We can just go into the unit control for our Zerg player there. He did not get any real damage done with his Mutalisks. Like, he did only after he did a huge push, and he made Corruptors, going Spire and made Corruptors to attack the Phoenix, which I understand you want to kill the Phoenix, but you can do that with Mutas. You absolutely can do that with Mutas. You don't need those Corruptors there.
It's a bit harder, though, and I think that the Corruptors were following the Mutalisk around to, one, absorb the damage from the Archons, because Archons would most likely target the closest thing to them, and two, against the favor of Penguin, it kind of distracts the Zerg player. Like, you have to get your army out of there. Mutalisks move fast. Corruptors, they're kind of slow. So if you're moving Corruptors and Mutalisks in the same control group, kind of gets distracting and kind of makes it so you can't harass as much. That's one thing that I don't completely agree with, having them in the same control group. But I honestly believe that he did a lot of damage with the Mutalisks, but the DT harassment was just so strong there.
Well,
taking out the fifth base, taking out the third base.
The DT harassment honestly never should have happened, because right when that Dark Shrine finished, his entire army was there, right on top of it. You could have easily taken it out. There were so many things that he should have done, that he could have done in that game.
There's always a lot of things to improve on. Focusing down. One thing that I noticed that Ever Next did, he had 5 Archons underneath the Mutalisk. He ran right past them, though. So Mutalisk got 2 whole rounds of volleys on top of the Archons. That's a lot of damage. 15
Yeah, that particular engagement really sucked for Ever Next.
And they were all grouped up. So that's a ton of splash damage lost, and a ton of Archons that you could have used just gone. If he could have been a little bit more of alert of the Mutalisk incoming, he probably could have wiped out the entire Mutalisk colony right there. And that would have just furthered his little lead into the game.
It would have.
Honestly, though, he's really, really, really talented with these DT harassments. They're winning him games at this point.
Guys, so the situation right now is that the other semifinal was not played, so we're not going into the finals right now. We're going to do a best of 3 on Abyssal City again.
Okay.
What do you mean it wasn't played?
They didn't play any games in the other semifinal, so we're going to do that one, and then we're going to get to the next.
Okay. Well,
next SC.
Just the one big thing. If I can pick any one thing for Penguin to improve on, it's the drone count and keeping drones alive.
Yeah, definitely.
His drone count that entire game was sub 60. That entire game.
Oops.
Not even that, though. I mean, getting a spore crawler and a spine crawler, just one at each base. That's all you need.
Yeah, just basic things. I mean,
that's all you need.
I
One
do that
of each,
regardless of anything.
Yeah.
If it gets past the early game, if we're past the all-in phase, there's no Immortal Sentry push coming. It's like, okay, He's got a lot of gas. He can always make a Dark Templar, and I don't want to lose all my drones to Dark Templar. So let's make a Spine Crawler. Let's make a Spore.
That's just one thing he has to improve on. A lot of Protosses are innovating. They're getting their harassment out that early. They're getting the DTs into the bases, and Zergs aren't reacting. They see the Dark Templar shot, and they're like, all right, it's Dark Templar. How much can they do? They can do a shit ton, all right? They can take out all your bases.
Well, yeah,
even then, in that game, they completely won Evernext the game.
Yeah, just +1 attack on Dark Templar is enough to one-shot drones.
Yeah, 55 damage. No, not even. You don't even need +1. Just regular attacks.
Well, if drones have Carapace.
Well, yeah.
Carapace is pretty common, but like even +3 Carapace doesn't matter.
I think it's +1 armor on SCVs won't. Yeah, SCVs have 45 health. Yeah. All right. So we are getting into the second semifinal that was not played, and I will introduce the blue Terran who is spawning in the 9 o'clock position of GSL something something something.
Abyssal
Very
City.
nice, man. Abyssal City. Thank
Abyssal
you
City, yeah.
He is spawning in the 9 o'clock position. He is the blue Terran, OGNN ASB, OGN ASB, who I will refer to as OGN.
Okay, and in the right side of Abyssal City, the red Zerg with a kind of an interesting clan tag, an interesting name. It's UWU's Mavi.
Nice German accent.
Not German.
What is that then?
It's the Street Fighter announcer.
Alright then. I never played Street Fighter.
No.
And now here's where you ask, where was my childhood? I don't know.
Your life isn't complete. That's all I have to say. Alright, do we know the leagues?
Both
Mr.
masters. They're
Tournament
both masters.
Both masters?
Yep.
Okay. So we should get me to speak some English so we can see some freaking good play.
Blah, 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 blah. Stop speaking some Zerg English, man.
SCV ready.
Game paused. Checking the ignore list. Ugnazb wants to be the man or bear and not ignore his opponents.
I think it's OG Nasby. Maybe not. Maybe it's OG and ASB like you like. I don't know.
I think Nasby sounds better, yeah.
Backwards, it's Bisango.
Taking this guy a long time to get the ignore list.
Yeah,
Those be really BM.
unblocked. There we go.
See, so they, it's all because of us. I mean, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to rant right now, but we'll just keep going. I'm just not.
Well,
sorry.
nothing's happening. You can rant.
No, I mean, you know.
What are the games where you rant on
We'll keep
nothing?
the stream civilized here, even though. Whatever. Anyways.
Screw that, Nerf Terran.
I'm done with Protoss. I'm switching. Screw this game. I'm going to League of Legends.
Aw.
That's what Destiny said.
That's
He's trying it out, is what he said.
He plays it all the time. Have you guys watched his stream?
yeah.
He plays it all the time. I mean, come on.
I know. I said he said he's testing the waters.
Right. He's been playing for like, what, at least 8 months.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, I think.
Not full time though. Like
Not full time, but he's really into it. I think he's pretty much all into that though.
anyway, we see the 14 hatch followed by a gas pool from Mavi. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing too crazy going on. OG scouting with his SCV for the party.
This is very random, but I like to point out that there is a Artosis Bot 2000 outside the natural of Mavi.
Yeah.
It is the Artosis bot.
Yeah. This map
There's
has
the Tasteless bot.
this map has a lot of stuff going on it. If you look at the take a look at the just south of the natural of the Terran, where that thing is going, like that machinery is playing. You see
the
these.
train?
Now check it out. You see like these fish floating around there.
Yeah, there are actually fish in the coral.
Yeah. And you see the shadow of the fish too. Like every once in a while, you'll see the shadow of the fish on the freaking on the ground.
Yeah, especially if you have vision there, you can hear the drill going too.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how much detail they put into these maps. It's really makes you appreciate
It
the whole
does.
thing.
This has the underwater. This definitely has an underwater feel to it. Like this looks like the
Yeah.
bottom of a freaking ocean.
Factory going down for OG. If the factory was going down for Mafia, I would be a little concerned. Scouts the natural, scouts the bunker, scouts the marine count.
Probably would have been a really, really, really early infestor and neural parasite.
Not just that, it would have had to been a command center and then a barracks and then a factory.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since we're talking about Terran buildings that a Protoss was, or that a Zerg was putting down, we might as well talk about a Protoss building because you know he could have easily put down a gateway and then a. Never mind.
Gateway
forget it.
Cybercore Stargate Fleet Beacon.
Something like that. You know,
The
whatever.
Zerg mothership.
Yeah.
Alright, so OGN just checking around his fourth area, or third area rather, making sure there are no overlords around, making sure that he'll have a safe expansion for later on, except that there is an overlord heading down his way already.
Yep. Overlord's going to see the reactor on that factory. Going to know exactly what's up. Behind this, we're seeing the starport. Barracks kind of indecisive about where it wants to land.
Heavy heading
It looks
out
like
right
we're gonna
now.
have a Zergling attack.
Yeah, but if those Hellions leave the base right away, this attack might do some good damage.
I believe so. And the Zerg is walling up.
And there he
Evil
goes.
Chambers, spine crawlers. He's got 3 queens out.
Ooh,
Sees the third.
here come the
Staying there.
Lings. Hellions are now moving back, knowing that the whole freaking Ling colony is right there. Sarah Kerrigan herself
kills
is
it.
right
There was
there.
no-
He didn't cancel.
Right,
That
not
was a
cancel a
kill.
command center. That's 400 minerals he was
Oh, the
lost.
Hellions got to be careful. Wings wisely back off. That could have gone very badly.
Did you say wings?
Lings.
Wings!
Yes, the wings are flying.
They drink Red Bull.
They do, don't they?
Product
That's why they're so
placement.
fast.
All right, just random. Do you guys watch Ghost Hunters?
No.
Not
Okay.
every day, but like
Alright.
every now and then I'm like, hey, look at that. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Did you want to relate something about a Ghost
Yeah,
Hunters?
yeah, because
Like,
there's
is it
this
sorry?
funny. There's this joke about one of the actors on that show. His name is Adam, and he is wound up. Like the joke is that he has to drink Red Bull to even be on that show because of how wound up he is.
Interesting. You would think it would make him more wound up, not less. Oh, the Hellions
Well-
gonna catch the Lings. They're in a stream. You don't want that. Oh, so many Lings.
Bing barbecue is just going. Ooh,
14
Some-
units killed in total.
looks like the Marines are gonna have a feast tonight with
Yes.
all that all those Ling barbecues.
Yep, Terran's gonna eat good tonight, man.
Yep, we're seeing a transition into barracks play. The,
Bailey that's going down at the front too. Incomplete
Yep.
sight. Spine crawler, just burrowing now. You got a queen right there along with another one, and the shark flying above the natural. That's not distracting at all.
OG just some pyrotechnics on the 4th.
Yeah.
Third base, I'm sorry, excuse me. I said 4th because I was thinking 4th of July. Which you do also have pyrotechnics for. +1/1 for our Terran player is on the way. The armory is on the way to increase that to 2/2. Do we have stim or cut? Yep, stim on the way.
And there's not too much about. Ooh, there's a medevac that doesn't have anything in it. In the back of
Nope.
Navy's
That
main.
that third base, excuse me, should probably be canceled at this point. It's got sub 200 hit points, and Hellions tickled it slowly to death.
Here come the Lings. They're gonna try and surround these Hellions. There's not too much they can do about this.
Yep.
The hatchery. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
the
no,
hatchery.
he let it finish. That's just going to be 300
What are
minerals
you
down the
doing?
drain.
waste of money right there. Brulings
Spire
are
out.
getting roasted too.
10 mutas on the way. And
Unfortunately,
+2
though,
perfects.
OG Nasby had already scouted that with the medevac that had gone through the back of the base. That was most likely the main purpose behind that medevac. He did see the bathing nest in the front with those Hellions. He did see the fire in the back with the medevac. And right now, Mavi is doing some clever play right there with the Overlord at the third area of OG Nasby, making sure that Mavi cannot take that expansion that fast. Because the creep takes so long to get rid of.
Medevac gets picked off. Mutas are here. Oh, the turret does not finish.
That turret is 1 health away from finishing. How unfortunate.
There are not a lot of Marines here. Mavi could do some serious damage. Takes out all 4 of those Marines. The orbital is forced to lift. Nothing in the bunker right now, but he should still be careful. Now it loads up. Mavi, no. Careful, Mavi. Careful.
1 Mutalisk almost dies.
We have a Banshee out. Just one. One random Banshee.
Won't be able to do too much. He has to avoid this creep tumor to make sure that the Mutalisks don't see him coming. And he's heading straight to the top right of the map, making sure that Mavi can't throw down his third.
Hey, do you remember Ogna that we watched the other day, Azariah? Remember Ogna?
I think so.
This could be Ogna, because it's Ogna SB.
Could be him. Was he a Terran?
He was a Terran, yeah. He was a purple Terran.
Hellions on the creep. 2 of them died of Mutas, but there are still a lot of Hellions here.
At least that's what Mr. Lazarus is saying in the chat. Oh, he's related.
Oh, they're related.
Yeah, Lazarus is saying they're related in the stream chat at least.
That's quite weird.
Here is the inherent problem using Mutas to attack Hellions. Hellions are a lot faster. Of course, if they just stop, then you could pick some off.
That was 2, right?
That was just 1.
Oh,
just one
okay.
that time.
Well,
The wings encounter the main army. Wisely run away.
Well, he's gonna land his. Oh, he almost landed. No, he's gonna land it anyways. They're gonna focus down.
Hellions again. The Hellions getting picked apart.
The Marines. Oh my God! The Mutas are out of position. 2 Mutalisks fall. The Mutas are freaking going through a maze right now. One after another, after another, after another. 5.
Oh.
5 Mutalisks go down.
2 Mutas remain.
That is just a maze right there.
Baneling speed finishing, infestation pit finishing, roach speed finishing.
Wow. Yes.
That's something you don't see every day. Roaches in PvP.
Unit count?
PT.
90 Zerglings.
And ventral sacs on the way too.
We have 90 Zerglings out. Ventral sacs is on the way. The worker count, though, very much in the favor of Terran. It is 67 to 44. Add Mutas onto that, and Zerg is basically not even a popper.
Something I'm seeing right now. Mavi has his infestation pit down, but he is not researching pathogen glands yet for the energy for the infestors, nor is he even making infestors. You kind of want infestors.
Just for Hive? I mean, yeah, infestors are good. I agree. But it could just be for Hive. Scans. That scan, I don't think saw the whole army, but he's going to move in. There's Banelings morphing. This is not a good time for Zerg.
Banelings are on the right side too, though. If he pushes up,
all die.
Yes, that was bad.
They see me roll in.
GG from Mavi.
What? Oh, there was a drop. Drop in the main.
There was a drop in the main, yes, at that very end there. Yep.
That's interesting.
That is why there was a GG.
We gotta be more observant, man. We aren't seeing these drops going through.
Dude. Screw you.
I said we, man, including myself. My God.
You said me. I was like, what?
Oh, no. I said we.
Okay, we, yes.
I'm including me in this.
Should.
You're bad.
Anyway. Well, Mavi... Really, Mavi suicided Mutalisks too many times. Like, losing a third base is recoverable. It sucks, but you can recover. Terran didn't have a third base for a long time, so it was relatively okay. If you can get good Baneling hits, then being on equal bases with Terran is alright. But Mavi was really unable to make those Mutalisks work for him, killing off a couple Hellions, but no real economic damage.
like I said though, he needed those infestors. The fungal growths are so critical when trying to get those banding connections with the Marines. If you get a huge fungal, you can instantly get those banding into the Marines and wipe them all out.
Apache?
What?
Click the button.
What?
Accept?
Oh,
Trying to get you in here, buddy.
man, I keep freaking alt tabbing out to check brackets and everything.
You don't need to anymore, man. I got that covered.
I'm checking Team Liquid, man.
Alright, here we go. Start countdown is going to start. Ladies and gentlemen, I am being joined here by Apache and Azariah. We're going into game number 2 of the bottom semifinal. The map is Cloud Kingdom. This is DayWalker. It's Friday night.
It's
Yeah.
Friday night. That's it. That's all we got.
Standing
I got-
O, man. Standing O.
I got nothing to add.
Guys, that map, I switched graphics during that last match, and let me tell you, when you go from medium to high on Abyssal and put on high textures, oh, that map goes through some serious changes.
It really does.
OG Nasby doing some nice 5-1 CV splits right there. That's just loving that, Evans.
You first, man.
Oh, that's right. So spawning in the bottom left part of Cloud Kingdom, we have the winner of Game 1, the Blue Terran, OG Nasby.
And in the top right corner of WCS Cloud Kingdom, the Red Zerg, he's down 0-1, needs to come back in this game, perhaps with better Mutalisk play, perhaps not. It is UWU's Mobby!
So both players starting out very well. We have the Extractor shirt coming out from Abby, getting that additional drone out already. This, the map, you're probably very familiar with the map, guys. It's on the ladder. You got 2 central zone Naga watchtowers. Make sure you can see the whole attack route. Natural, 3rd, and 4th is alright to take. Pretty
Proxy racks.
Okay, this game is no longer normal.
It's more of a Maka Rax, really, than a Proxy Rax. He's
Yeah,
just
this-
putting it somewhere where Zerg won't see it, not necessarily where it's going to be aggressive. Although if
Yeah.
the second SUV... What's it doing? 2 racks. Not an 11-11, but 2 racks.
I'm not positive about this, but I believe that OG Nasby might put down a barracks in his main base just to kind of lure Mavi away, say, hey, this is kind of normal, right? This isn't weird, right? Right?
He's not going to do it, though.
Nope, actually.
This is going to force some serious reaction from the Zerg.
He might. He doesn't have the money yet. That overload's getting closer and closer. There goes. Barracks goes down now. And if
No,
Mavi
that's a
doesn't pay
depot.
attention to this, he might.
That's a depot, by the way.
That's a depot. It's not a barracks.
I thought that was a barracks. God's sake.
This,
Can't you just freaking make me happy once?
Anyway,
No,
he
we're gonna
sees the
correct him
bunker,
every time.
actually. He's definitely not reacting heavily enough to this, though. Only 2 drones. Need at least 4.
He's probably not thinking too much about this. Probably just a normal harassment. There are now this harassment just
Here
got
comes the
crazy
drones
because
down
there are.
transferred. He really needs to stop that Marine from getting in.
Ooh, that
And
Marine's
he
gonna
will
get in
not.
though.
Oh, he kills the SCV. There you go. That's how
Wow.
you do it.
wow.
4 health. Now it's done. Okay.
Oh, kills all the SCVs.
Wow.
That's such a holiest thing.
Drops a spine. Should be fine.
Marines are not gonna. Well, that is a miss probably right there.
1 Marine does get in, but there is very little area for a repair to go down, and there's way too much damage for a repair to be effective.
That's right.
Now the.
He should cancel the spine.
Not necessarily. You don't necessarily need to cancel a spine. Just for safety.
Okay.
So now all of OG Nasby's early harassment pressure has been deflected. He is now down a base, and what does he do now? He's behind an economy. He has the army reduction, but he has no economy to support it yet.
He is making another command center, grabbing both gases as well, so it looks like he wants to transition into his regular play. But if Mavi finishes up speed as soon as he has 100 gas and there's no wall, that's going to be a big problem. Of course, that depends on Mavi actually getting aggressive, knowing what kind of play just happened.
Yeah, except it's already a bad position for OG Nasby at this point.
It is. It's not unrecoverable for OG, though. He could still definitely do
not
some
by
damage.
any means,
Still
no.
rallying Marines.
Yeah,
Still
not
look
by.
at the poke.
Probably should be cleaning up some of these barracks. Mavi did just spot these 2 barracks. If OG Nasby is not careful, there could be a little thing run by in an attempt to kill these. And there you go. Barracks have been lifted up now.
Gas on the way for our Zerg player. Right, gas harvesting just started for him.
Also, the second command center has just finished up.
Yep, turning into an orbital. A little bit of mining. All 3 queens are down here, and that is a lot of Marines. He's going to need a lot of lings. They're going to go right around the spine crawler. Drones need to move. Mike,
They're now in range of the spine crawler. Lings come in. The queens are doing so much damage, surprisingly. Oh my god, queens are overpowered, man.
I wish. 4 queens now out.
Yeah, they don't. The animation changed. They don't attack with their appendages anymore. They just shoot their little arrows at everything now.
Yeah.
Makes sense. If you have a gun, why are you going to melee?
Ooh, nice. The third gets blocked by Mavi. OG Nasby did put one Marine right there to kill it. Very nice job there.
At this point, OG's barracks are back in his main. He's not making Marines anymore. He's just making them add-ons.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get his worker count up. You can see there was a huge difference. 36 drones to 24 SCVs, but there are 2 additional meals there. So the income tab still showing that Mavi is a little bit ahead in income. However, not for long. When those mules die, there goes all the economy for OG Nasby. 2 queens, slowly and surely making their way to and from the natural.
Nasby supply capped. I'm not going to say blocked because he's still making units right now, but he is capped. Lings coming in. Can they just take out these 2 Hellions? They might actually be doing a lot of damage. There's no Marines in that bunker. Decides not to go in just yet. Doesn't want to commit. A Roach Warren coming down. I approve of that, actually.
What I like
Nasby,
about this,
yeah, OG in the last game.
for by by Mavi, he's sending a little bit of units to basically just delay OG Nasby at this point. He's trying to get that little bit of delay so he can get us stirred up without any real harassment. However, Nasby does have that cloak banshee coming through the left side of the map to that third base or even possibly the main.
It's not cloaked yet. Cloak is on.
Well,
It's
yeah,
getting done.
it will be soon. That's what I meant by that.
Cloak was cancelled.
Ooh, so it's just going to be a banshee.
Oh,
Just going to be a Banshee.
what's he going to do with the other gas?
Probably trying to hope for the minerals since he did just make that command center now and finish all the wall off with this flight depot.
Yeah. 8 Roaches on the way, +1 melee, +1 armor, about to finish. Pathogen glands, Roach speed on the way as well. 2 Spore Crawlers going down.
Hellions
for
get through.
Mavi.
Hellions go through.
Hellions do go through, but the Roaches just managed to pop out in time. How many drones will he get? Not many so far.
I don't think he's even got one. There he goes. He gets a few more out of that.
Total of 7 workers killed right now, and looks like that's all he's going to get. Which honestly is not very much.
He actually even lost the Banshee during that whole fight. He doesn't really care to micro that around. He just let it die to those 2 queens right there. And it only did 1/5 of the health of the hatchery at third.
Roaches pushing out. And I was going to say earlier, I like Mavi's decision to make Roaches. Nasby showed in the last game that he loves to keep making Hellions to support his bio. So having a couple of Roaches around, not a bad idea. Starting +2 melee and Hive and Spire.
I really like what Mavi's doing with these overloads. He's spreading them out in key positions to make sure that OG Nasby cannot get those medevacs out and those drops going, because he knows that OG Nasby's behind. He knows that he's going to be trying some desperation efforts to drop on Mavi to make sure that he could try to even get a little bit ahead of Mavi. That's what he needs right now. But with that Overlord spread right there, I honestly don't think there's much he can do. Roaches at the watchtower denying all vision, all map control is now in Navi's favor.
Mavi really needs to drone a bit more. I understand wanting to make units for safety, but it's only a difference of, what, like 12, 14? 14 workers. Slowly going up. But with 3 bases, you want to be looking at a plus 60.
Spire just finished up for Mavi. His infestation, wow, if I could speak English. Infestation has been finished. Pathogen glands has been researched. Should start making infestors soon. Centrifugal hooks for the banelings is nearly complete, about halfway done there. We'll probably start morphing in some banelings as soon as that finishes up. And Greatest Fire being morphed in. 2 infestors on the way. Total of 3 infestors on the map in total right now. And that's all you really need for infestors, though, this early into the game. 1,
Well, he's
2...
gonna have a total of 6.
Oh, 6 infestors, 4 now on the map, 2 more in production.
Yep.
Really,
Plus 2 for the Zerglings, almost done.
with that amount of infestors, fungos themselves will kill them, the Terran. But when banelings
Watch
come
out!
back,
Infestors are on them. Infestors are open. Oh,
Oh, Fungos the
Fungos the
medevacs.
medevacs.
That's bad for OG. Gets them out of there, but that could have been way worse.
yep, delaying just enough to get those banelings up in time.
Oh, I
He
like
is now
this.
scared.
Bobby sending the roaches to the Terran's third. Love that move. He sees the army, he says, that's Marauders and Marines and tanks. Roaches kind of suck here. Let's go do some real damage.
There's not much to defend this either. There's a siege tank right there, but he's in close enough range that they can't really attack. The siege tank is going to go down. This is a lot of supplies.
Yeah.
This SCVs were not repairing it. There's a counter attack at the 4th of Mavi. There are a few Marines there in a medevac taking down this 4th area. It is going to go down really fast, so this is a very nice shit here.
Yep. Great play from Mavi. Decent play from OG trying to come back into this, actually. Mavi now above 66, or at 66 workers, excuse me.
Yeah,
so
Mavi
able to
turning around.
support.
He's actually turning around again on this 3rd base. He is trying to take it down. It is at half health.
Lift!
He needs to be very careful with this. He needs to lift it up.
It's on fire!
He's not lifting it up. Does he even know this is going on? Yeah, he does. He's sending units there. Focus it down. Focus it down. Focus down the neck. Oh my god, he might be able to actually take this down if it's not repaired in time. It actually is getting repaired.
Jeez.
no, he missed his chance.
These roaches have paid for themselves quite a few times over at this point, though. We look at the workers kill. Well, it's only workers killed 9, but he took out a couple turrets as well. Took out
Not to mention
a lot
all
of
the reinforcements that were sent there too.
Yep.
Mavi is trying to set up for a little flank here. I really like this. There's an infestor underneath the whole entire army right there.
Then investors
Being very
queued up to
sneaky.
drop eggs on the tank.
Oh, there he goes. He's setting it all on their army so that the tank will.
And this tiny army
It goes down before it gets shut down. The Lings that are full surround on this army, they will probably get lifted up shortly. There they go. Everything is lifted up. He needs to fungal down these medevacs, but he's not even doing that.
got one
medevac goes down. Very nice pick off right there. And OG, go ahead.
Sorry, OG really suffering from his earlier play, but he has so many barracks down now. Why isn't he making anything? OG, make stuff!
OG is actually going in for a drop at the either main, but there's a queen right in position for that. Going in for the 3rd, rather. That's very nice, but Mavi's right in place. 3 Broodlords already in position. You got tons of lings, a lot of banelings there. 8 banelings, 6 infestors, 5 infestors rather. And Corruptors to defend against any sort of anti-air. Got a siege tank, though, in position at the 3rd, but Mavi's just outnumbering and outsmarting OG right now, and there's not much he can do. The 3rd counterattack goes down. The Spine Crawler goes down very, very fast. He is actually pulling back right now, and main attack's actually going to go down soon.
Just pulling back his lings to deal with this, so the fastest units makes the most sense to use them.
And here comes the Queen in the main. He knows he can't really push in right now with that Queen sitting right there. There's not enough space for him to squeeze by, and Mavi's actually getting in position. I don't think OG knows that he's right there. He has no intel whatsoever that the army is right there.
He's about to find out.
very, very shortly. When those things go in, all hell breaks loose. Baneling is being
More
morphed in.
Broodlords on the way.
Oh, Broodlords, what I heard. Banelings,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Alright. 15 more drones being made, which is good. Avi has a lot of bases, needs to do a lot more mining than he currently is. And just waiting for these Broodlords, I imagine. Nope, pushing with the 3 he has.
There he goes.
And
He's
OG's
taking out
going to
the-
see that and be
himself.
pretty disheartened, I think. Couple of Vikings for OG. But I don't
Needs to be
really
careful
see
with
it.
these. If you get the These are
Well-
those Broodlords, they're all getting picked off by these Vikings. Needless lost here.
Oh.
Fung goes down on them. Supply blocked. Oh my god, he's getting supply blocked right now. The Corruptors are all taking down the Vikings. The Broodlings are all getting killed by the Marines, but it's just not enough. The Broodlords are now getting targeted down. The Infestors come in to take the damage. No Fungo's going down yet. Lings are in back. I don't know what they're doing. And it is GG.
GG is called.
That's 1-1.
That is 1-1. Tied up games. I'm going to step away for like 10 seconds.
Alright. I'm gonna go get a glass of water because my throat is...
You should have had that there already, sir.
I should have, but I was too lazy. You keep starting the games, man, and tell me, Apache, get in the game, get in the game. I don't have time, man, alright?
You knew you were casting 2 days ago.
That is the truth. I won't deny that. I'll be right back.
Alright, trying to get the next game in here.
Alright. Need to read.
I am back.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was a good game.
It was.
2 racks did not work out for OG, but that's the sort of play you can do when you're up a game.
Alright.
Players say go.
Lost. 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 Lost.
Countdown begins.
Lost. Lost.
Skype goes quiet.
The map is WCS Ohana LE. It is game 3 of the deciding match between OG Nasby and UWU Madby. You. We are now waiting for one of the casters to load, and we will shortly get into the game.
Damn it, BattleNet!
I say we-
BattleNet!
I say we just kick.
Mavi is the one slowing us up, at least according to my picture.
Yeah, but the casters, you have to take into account casters. Don't you know that already, T-Lab?
No idea.
No idea?
No idea.
Learn something new, man. You're welcome. Alright.
You first, buddy.
Taking a quick drink. Spawning in the top left of Ohana, we have the loser UWU Mavi. Yeah!
Okay. Oh, pressure's on. Spawning in the bottom right, we have the Red Terran going for the 2 racks in the last game, not making it work. This game, what will he do? It is OG Nas B.
Yeah! Woo, yeah.
Yeah. So, Ohana, me and this map have a love-hate relationship.
You know Ohana means family.
I do know that. Ohana also means Zerg loses to Protoss.
Do you also know that Ohana means overused joke?
Yes, he means that as well.
Heard that while I was watching DreamHack today. It's funny.
But mostly it means that Zerg loses to Protoss.
It depends. It truly depends.
Well,
It's like, something that I noticed quite often on this map is that the 2 entrances leading to your 3rd and your natural, that little rock that's diverting those 2, it really causes a huge distress during huge fights. You'll have part of your units go to the left, part of your units go to the right, and it really kind of messes up the whole entirety of the fight itself. It really takes great caution to deal with this. And what is going on? What is OG Nasby doing? He has 2 SCVs heading to the natural with a drone following.
I have to assume there's going to be a bunker pressure of some sort.
Yeah, but
You
it's
can't do
already
it with 1 racks.
I'm surprised that it's already sighted. You already have Mavi setting down 2 drones, making sure that he cannot get a bunker down in the back. So now he is going to make sure that it is set up in plain view. That's exactly what he wants here.
Yep. Just making the drones do something other than mine minerals.
Ooh, that drone might die. The drone might die.
That drone! Wow.
Ooh, wow, that was
2 kill
losing
drone.
2 SCVs, and he is probably going to have to finish. He might actually have to destroy that bunker. That'll
Needs to cancel that bunker.
Yeah, seriously.
Although he may just leave it up until OG decides to do something about it. Oh, he's attacking it. It did not cancel. That's kind of a big blunder at this early stage of the game to not get those minerals back, honestly.
Yep.
Need that for Marines and supply depots and to make your build smooth. Why not?
Why are you talking to yourself?
Anyway, the Lings from Mavi coming out. Oh, he's going to catch the Marines before the bunker is done. The Marines are surrounded. Stutter stepping away, but the Ling numbers are too many.
That was some amazing micro from the Marine.
Will the Marine get in?
Marine is in. That mule was like, no. Poor mule.
Lings can ignore it. Lings! 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 Why'd you do that, Lings? Okay. 3 workers killed, 6 Lings killed, 6 units total killed for Mavi. So we got 3 Marines, 3 workers.
Yep, so in total now we have 3 barracks down for OG Nasby with the tech lab on one of them. Stim is just started being researched. In total we have 3 bases for Mavi, as you can see. And with the metabot boost about 1/4 of the way through, with one gas geyser fully mined, being mined, extractor being made, and a roach form being thrown down.
And a third.
So quite some different play here from both players. Well, nothing really new from OG Nasby. He loves his bunker play, but it's just not working out for him. Reactors being thrown down on both those other barracks. We got a factory being thrown down too. Stim, about 1/4 of the way done as well. And both players just trying to get their worker count up. Mavi a little bit behind, 22 workers to, Mavi 35 workers to OG Nasby's 23 workers and 22
Yep.
to 2 mules. 2 mules.
Yeah,
not
they
22
switched
mules.
colors on you.
Yeah.
Last game they were the opposite colors, so it's like, wait, what's going on here? But Nasby much earlier stimmed this game, not the Hellion play of the last 2 games. Or sorry, the first game. Starport, factory and Starport started. I think he's just going to go for a stim drop. That's what it looks like.
I don't
Yeah,
completely
reactor on the factory.
I don't completely agree with what Mavi's doing at this point. He got his roach warren down. He's making roaches, but he's also getting a baling nest.
Really? Actually?
Usually you see players go one or the other, but this time Mavi's going both. I don't completely agree with this. He's not really saturating his third base yet. He's focusing mainly on
I
getting
believe
roaches.
Mavi is going for a bust.
That's probably
Go
it.
for a Roach, Baneling, Zergling bust, which is very effective.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot more links coming out. Baneling's being morphed right there. These Marines are going to see it. It's gonna
Except
prompt-
they won't see the banelings. They'll see the roaches thinking, oh, just some ordinary pressure. He'll be on alert, of course, but these banelings, he did not see these banelings coming in. In total, there are, let's see how many banelings there are. There are going to be 13
There's
banelings. That's unlucky.
That's enough to break down the wall for sure. The Roaches really need to let the Banelings do their work first. Banelings going in, Marines dying left and right, Banelings splashing all over the place, Lings getting everything trapped, Roaches, and G.
Wow, that was an amazing bust.
Roach,
Honestly, I
Zergling,
think that
Baneling bust.
if those Marines had actually scouted those banelings, it could have been a little bit different. I'm not saying that he probably could have sent his whole army out there, because obviously that would have worked. But splitting it up enough to make them bust and making all your units spread out inside your natural probably could have made a huge difference.
Well, the real issue there is that if OG cannot keep his wall intact, Speedlings just flood in. That's all Mavi was doing, was making Speedlings behind this to reinforce. And obviously Zerg can outproduce a Terran in that sort of a manner. Like, he had a lot of barracks, a lot of reactors, but
Yeah.
Zerglings take way less time, and they are incredibly fast, so they'll get across that map right away.
I think it was really about that lack of scouting, though.
I think so.
That lack of scouting really did him in there. Sure, he saw the roaches, but he did not catch sight of any speedlings or banelings for that matter.
At that point, it was basically too late. I mean,
Yeah.
his only real play is to, like, throw down emergency barracks to make another wall behind his wall.
Or, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
Mule drop on banelings.
Do man or mule drop on the Banelings to detonate them?
Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? That's OP.
People do that. I've seen a guy do
Yeah.
Seeker Missile on his mules and lead the Seeker Missile into the enemy army.
Wow.
It's hilarious. They don't attack the mule for whatever reason. It's the funniest thing ever.
That is awesome. I've
What's
never
this
heard
now?
of that, but that's absolutely amazing.
What's going on?
Alright guys, we are now in the finals. The grand finals of DayWalker Open
Oh god.
Friday night.
I forgot that was just another semi.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm getting tired too, but
Daywalker's usually done at 11:30.
yeah, I know, man.
So it's going to be Ever next against Mavi.
And apparently these guys are making love, but okay.
Alright, everyone, I am To Live and Die. I'm being joined by Apache and by Azariah in the finals of Daywalker. It is about midnight now, and say goodbye to Black Friday. We are now going into Saturday during these matches.
2 more minutes, man. Still got 2 more minutes, Black Friday.
Saturday, so what a day. With you.
Speak up so we can hear you. Want to hear your beautiful singing.
My throat hurts.
Who doesn't? That's why I have Gatorade.
Your throat
right now.
hurts?
Who's doesn't,
Slightly.
man?
It's all good, man. You'll be
I
fine.
like half sick and my throat just like itching in the back. I can't get it though.
Oh,
I'm like,
I've been too enthusiastic about everything. And then my throat's just like, hey guy, cut that crap out.
yeah, with like drones.
Just like, micro! Micro! Please! Please, micro!
Please, my girl, make me shut.
Why? Oh god! Yeah.
Ow. Fuck you. Make me laugh, make me choke, make me die.
Fine.
Oh, that sounds kinky. Don't say that.
I like it that way, man.
Okay. Spawning in the bottom left position of WCS Cloud Kingdom. Victor of the last semi-final. The other semi-final. The one that we just casted. It is UWU's Bobby!
The guy that invented sex. And in the top right of Cloud Kingdom, we have my favorite Protoss in this tournament right now. The amazing, everlasting, ever amazing, ever awesome, ever next.
Who has waited a long time. He's waited, what, about an hour and a half? Well, maybe about an hour and 15 minutes, I guess, for this match.
Has some incredible
May
patience.
the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.
He may just forget to be like, I'm tired. You guys make me wait too long. But no, he might.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You guys each had off the last 2 days, right? You guys didn't have to work the last 2 days, or did you?
I worked today.
15,
What are you
so
talking
I don't
about?
have to
You worked today?
well.
Wow, okay. Anyways. Uh-oh, do we have a quick pool? Was that a 14 pool? Was that a 14 pool? Yes.
Yeah, 14 pool.
14
Standard.
pool.
Nothing to worry about here.
I thought it was a quick one. I saw the pool being made in the production tab, and I looked at the supply. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, oh. No one will
Well,
play here. I think Mavi's pretty used to harassing a Protoss early on. I think that's what he's going to be trying to do. He's going to try to get that early pull out. Rather than focus on his economy straight away, he knows that Evernex is going to try and block his Nexus. Hatchery, whatever.
Bro
That's a
gets
nice-
killed.
Yeah, some nice micro right there.
Nexus hatchery, whatever.
The hero drone becomes the hatchery. And the forge on the way.
You know, I would be content with Evernex just be saying, like, I'm tired. I'm just going to cannon rush you and just, like, cannon rush them the natural.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with cannon rushing against Zerg on this map is that it doesn't win the game. There's no position in which you can kill the main with cannons.
You serious? Wow.
I'm serious. Well, look at it. The creep spread. The creep's already way too far out by the time you get a cannon there.
Blows.
Well, you remember how on Metalopolis, where your main is right next to a high ground spot, and a cannon can be placed on the low ground, and all you have to do is have a probe come up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
What do you think they, like, got rid of it?
Because it favored Zerg, even though that happened.
Yeah. Besides that.
Besides that, I don't know. It was old. It's time had passed.
think we need to start putting in maps like GSL maps and 2 ladder pool. Like
They are.
with like neutral supply depots and everything down there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's coming in HOTS. They have neutral rocks.
Yeah, I know. I play HOTS. You do too. We all do. Except this guy over here, T-Lad.
Yeah, T-Lad
like,
does.
He's like, I'm too cool for HOTS. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I don't ladder.
Yeah.
I have HOTS, but I do not ladder. I just wanted to see the new UI, the user interface, which is.
All right.
Just gotta get
It's
used to it again.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I hate how I can't join a clan just now, like just yet. I have to wait for
Why
like
do you have to wait?
they have to actually have to create the clan, and I get to search for it.
What?
So I'm like, someone has to create the clan in Heart of the Storm. Like it's not like officially open yet. Like I'm an EXO.
Oh, okay.
and I don't have really a clan in Heart of the Storm yet. So yeah.
I should start a
Lots.
clan. I should start a Daywalker clan.
You should do it. Maybe like a little esports clan.
Have our gas going down at 6:15 for our Zerg player, the double gas. Pretty standard stuff. Just making a lot of drones, getting that economy up. Protoss player, likewise with the standard. Got the robo coming down.
Wow.
One gate, no block though. I mean, there was a lot of opportunity, honestly, for Mavi to get aggressive if he really wanted to. There's no units. Is there even a sentry? No, there's just a zealot and another zealot coming. It's it. 2 zealots pressuring at the 3rd, actually. That's what's going on.
Aha.
Yeah, Mavi just has overlords scouting everywhere through his bases. This is really good on his part, getting that early scouting, and he's going to be able to see this robotics facility if he moves a little bit farther in. I don't know why he's not.
Ring around
This
the roses.
harassment from Evernext, really good. Keeping the drones off the minerals for a long time.
Oh, he's actually... Oh, he's just in range to see the robotics facility. All right. That's good. He's actually going to be able to see the War Prism coming through the rally point straight to the Overlord. In recent news, there is a zealot harassment going on at the 3rd of Mavi. The Lings
Still, yep.
are there.
4 Lings versus 3 zealots are not good
Ooh,
odds.
and the Queen falls. I'll miss micro right there on the Queen, not be able to make her back quite that fast. And the drones are
Could
evacuating.
have drone drilled that zealot. The zealot has no shields.
Evacuate! Evacuate!
He can't abandon this 3rd. He needs it to stay in the game.
Ooh, and the Stalker arrives.
Roaches are out. Drones can now go back to work, although they weren't actually clicked on a mineral. The Roaches not being microed very well.
No. In fact,
Losing them.
in fact, those were just rallied and not paid attention to.
Unfortunately. Evernext is split locked.
Oh, Evernext.
And he just realized it, so he's going to be a little bit behind on work count now.
Well, Warp Prism gets here.
The warp prism's here, but it can't warp anything in.
Not yet.
Pulling all the drones, picking them up, putting them down. Picking them up, putting them down. Cancel the warp in, and the drones go back to work. The Roaches
Go
really
straight
need to
to the
get
main.
into the main before a sentry appears.
The Queen just arrived at the main. Ooh, here he goes. 3 zealots being warped at the main.
Roaches, go! Go! Mavi just wanted to macro. Evernext says, nay. Thou shalt not macro.
This is great. Warp Prism Micro. I love it. I'm loving this.
Yeah, going back down to the net, to the
Back down.
3rd area. They're going to get a
Surround.
complete surround, and that Queen is not going to be able to escape.
Again with
Another
the
zealot
Queen.
going down. This is wonderful. Oh my god. Look at this micro.
Yep.
Roaches,
incredible.
Lings, all getting back to the 3rd now. And he's going to move straight back up to the main.
Picks him up. Roaches,
And
where
here
you
he
going?
goes. You need to start getting used to this infestation pit's actually already down there. All the while he's macroing back at home. +1 upgrades being researched. +1 armor is almost finished. +2 weapons is almost done.
Yep. There is enough of an army now from Mavi that whatever the Warp Prism drops will be in serious danger. But excellent harassment nonetheless. 4th base going down for Mavi. The 3rd base is ready for Evernext. Just need to start getting some probes over there. And he has a sentry conga line heading that way as well.
Doing another little drop into the third area. The queen is going to go down again.
Queens! Oh my god! Believe it or not, I mean, that is really awful to keep losing queens over and over and over. You're missing so many larva injects.
Yeah, I mean that's seriously crippling his economy now. You can even see it in the supply count. 89 supply for Mav to 96 supply for Nex. This is exactly where the Zerg does not want to be at this point in the game. 61 drones to 59 probes. Pretty even in the worker count tab, but still the economy, the army count just isn't where it should be right now for the Zerg. Infestation pit's already down, pathogen glands almost finished. Yet still no real army yet.
We do have the Spire from V and the Hive on the way, so I am expecting the Brood Lords will arrive. 1-1 is done for the Lings. 2-2 on the way. Pathogen glands finishing up. 3 infestors on the way. Another queen on the way. Lots of things being built. Lings still chasing those stalkers in that War Prism, which is good. But just looking at Navi's natural, undersaturated. Looking at his main, he needs like 1 drone. Looking at his third, undersaturated. Fourth, very saturated. But still, the drone count, not ideal. Except it is now. We're at 80. Suddenly the drones surged. Forget everything I just said, there's 81 drones.
Yeah, however, supplies are almost dead equal. Evernex just warped in a lot of more units.
Zealots, yep.
He's getting all his upgrades right now. He's getting +3 weapons, +2 armor, plus psionic storm.
The main force coming at the fort. The spine crawlers aren't ready.
The War Prism got killed.
The Prism got killed, and that's great, but there's 4 immortals here.
Ooh, and those that has to be
immortals,
careful. There's just not enough right here. There's so many immortals here with +2 upgrades here. It's going to be able to do so much damage that Astrid may go down very, very fast.
Get the drones out!
What are you doing, sentries? Sentries!
Away.
Sentries, don't take a look. No.
Evernex pulls back.
Sentries tickling down the hatchery. Just won't work.
Oh, wait, what's going on? Bobby, pay attention! Oh, loses an infestor.
This hatchery might be as good as that. I mean, you see that the... Wow.
Next, what are you doing? What is he waiting on? He has +2 immortals. He's doing 60 damage a shot. Get in there next.
And that hatchery is going down now.
Oh, the
Ooh, there's an additional War Prism that has just been made. It is going to go into the main now of Mavi, and there is not much that Mavi can do about this. There's only 1 queen there, and he has to deal with his whole entire infestor, immortal sentry force. There's being warpins everywhere, and still in the main.
Down. Drone's going down. The Zerg army cleans up the front, can now return. But a lot of zealots in the main. They're going right after the Great Spire.
That Great Spire is going to fall so fast. +3 weapons is not quite done yet, but there are just so many zealots on that Greater Spire. It is good as dead, and there it goes. The stalkers are going to get picked up, and they are going to get the hell out of there.
Jeez. Mavi down to
great
60 drones from 80. 20 drone losts. And the War Prism is going to get away, by all counts. Spire started again. 4th phase restarted. For the most part, he kept his infestors alive, which helps.
In the units killed section, we have a total of 148 units killed for Nex, and in total 33 workers killed for Evernex too. That is just a ton of worker kills.
Mavi cutely plays 3 roaches at Next's apparent 4th, so he knows the base has gone down. Looks like Mavi wants to try and get some counter damage done.
And there he goes. He has 7 corruptors moving into the area of his overseer with the army. A total of about 8 infestors with the army too.
The corruptors will catch the War Prism.
Ooh.
And the roaches will catch anything left on the ground.
How did he know that was there?
They stopped to kill an Overlord.
Oh, okay.
But now there are Archons. What does Mavi really have to deal with this army?
What he wants. He's blinking right where he doesn't want to. No, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Archons are getting focused down. The Stalkers are blinking in, not even caring if they get fungal or not. Fungals go down. The Archons move back. The Infested Terran are now out. The Stalkers, a lot of them fall. And
The
that's
infestor count drops from 8 to 4.
that's not a bad trade. He got some of the roaches, but he really didn't kill those infestors that he wanted to. They're all really low, but he didn't get them.
Greater Spire is once again on the way. The drone count has been repaired for Mavi, but now Protoss equaling 80 to 82.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out though that plus
Oh
3.
no, the infestors!
Ooh, the infestors all getting focused down. The infestors all die, and now the roaches are getting cleaned up.
Run away! Get out of there! Oh, that was terrible. The infestors just left out there vulnerable and got blinked on and slaughtered like cow.
3-3 upgrades for Mavi are being researched for halfway done. Burrow is halfway done as well. And the Greater Spire is just now halfway done. It has been delayed so much that they're having no real chance of Broodlords being made.
Great fungal on the Zealots, but the Stalkers blink up again, picking off more infestors. Mavi, you've got to stop letting that happen. Needs another fungal. Mavi, your roaches can't do this forever.
What is he doing there? Infestor with full energy, or with 100 energy right there. Energy does go down, but he needs to keep picking off these zealots. There are zealots in the third area. Picking off
Zealots
the
at
queen.
the fourth.
There are zealots in the fourth area. Hatchery is dead. He is just everywhere at once. Oh my god.
This puts Evernext way ahead in terms of faces. However, you'll notice his supply really low.
Yeah,
Mavi has the army. Evernext does not.
he hasn't been really macroing that well. I mean, he hasn't been making the units. He has a huge bank right now, which could be used to really get those upgrades up. He's getting his +3 armor.
Hold on, gateway count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, oh, he's going for
13 gates.
The hive's going to go down.
15 gates, actually.
what?
The
Oh
hive.
my god, the hive goes down. If
That
he
is
is able to
really
get the Greatest Fire next round, when he goes through again with another attack, he might be able to do this.
Oh.
Then War Prism goes straight past the Greatest Fire. It knows exactly where it is. He knows he got that hive. He knows he's ahead. Now, all that's left for Mavi to do is counterattack. That's really all he can do. He's actually going to be pushing out soon. Evernext does see this whole attack coming.
Mothership on the way.
Evernext did put down, did warp in 4 Zealots. He did put them back into Warp Prism. He's gonna fly over right when Mavi pushes out, and he's going to be able to kill it. That mothership is
Mavi has
about halfway down.
Mavi has to push right now while he has superior army.
He even knows that. It's just a slow army, though. Broodlord Infestor is one of the slowest armies that there is. You need to make sure the Broodlord do not get caught. And you see here that the Overlord of Mavi is going to see everything here. Ling Run By is going to go through. He's going to have to cancel everything over
These have
here.
to be perfect fungals. The Colossus goes down. The fungals need to be there. The
Stalkers are trying to
Broodlords are
focus on the
vulnerable.
Broodlords there. Blinking under the Broodlords to go down, but there are fungals everywhere now. Right now, he is not able to blink up. The Archons are getting caught out of this. Mothership is not even updated. He's blinking out of there. He has no army whatsoever right now. He's running out of gas. He is running out of minerals. He needs that mothership up now. It is just getting up now.
He has the mothership, but
Focusing.
no Archon.
Greater-
There is none Archon on the
Greater
map.
Spire again. Oh, almost
Spire.
387 hit points.
Greater Spire lives.
Ooh, he's gonna go in for that again, I guarantee you. But right now, he has to focus on trying to defend himself. I mean, that Great Spire is gonna go down whether he likes it, whether he likes it or not. The Great Spire.
He's immediately starting a new Spire, which is good. Greater Spire has 5 hit points. Mavi.
Mavi's like, I know you're going to go for it.
Oh my
I know you're.
god. Here come the Corruptors. Just take out the War Prism.
Well, the
And
good
now
news
he
is
just
Mavi
realizes, oh
keeps
my
his
God.
+1 research. The bad news is he's delayed more. Mavi, you need to push.
Luckily for Evernext, his mothership is almost has enough energy for the vortex. Unfortunately, he does not have the gas to make High Templar. He has 5 High Templar, making 2 Archons, making another high tempo. There's 3 Archons in total. 3 Archons is certainly not enough for a Brewlord Infestor army.
Okay, so if I can just point this out, Mavi only has 50 workers. That means 140 of his supply is units, is army.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Evernext only has 175 supply, period. And 89 of that is in probes, so his army is vastly weaker than Mavi's right now.
Maybe you could tell me this, but Mavi isn't going for plus plus
Stalkers,
missiles.
Stalkers, Broodlords! Stalkers, Broodlords!
Yep, I see.
Broodlords!
Yeah, he is engaging on creep though. He's gonna lose a lot of these stalkers. He can't really afford this right now. He is long distance mining from the 5th base. His 3rd and 4th are still up and running. Those are only his 2 mining bases right there, as opposed to Mavi's 2. The Broodlords are all evaporating. The mothership is en route right now, and there's nothing Mavi does. The APM tab shows that. Oh my god.
It's
That's
like this
a
don't
lot
happen.
of APM.
Vortexes the roaches.
GG for Mavi.
That's GG from Mavi. We're going into game number 2 of the finals, guys.
That match breaks my heart. Mavi with the superior army for like at least 15 minutes of that 27-minute game. Losing the Lords.
If you look at the score summary, you can see how close that game was. 6,000 difference in the overview section. You can see the difference from resources. Only 2,000. They both mined a ton of resources, both at the same, nearly the same. They had about the same amount of units there. Stretchers went in the favor of Evernext, so you can really see that there wasn't really huge difference. Both players were basically dead equal until the graphs show that both players started. They just continuously went up and up and up and up until Mavi did not push until those drops came into play.
Oh, that equality factor on the scoreboard, it's misleading because again, Evernext huge supply of workers, over 80 probes, and lots of bases to mine from. Mavi dropped down to 50 workers, but still nearly a maxed out supply. Much bigger army for Mavi, but very poor positioning of Broodlords. Tons of sex. And you were asking about plus range before. Mavi got 3-3 melee for the
actually, I'm not quite sure if he did get plus 3-3 melee.
He did.
Alright, so he did that, but he had tons of roaches for that example. He only had like 6-7 Broodlords. His whole army was basically roaches, but he wasn't even trying to get missile upgrades. I was wondering about that.
At that point in time, you can't really spare the gas for missile upgrades when you need Broodlords and you're low on workers like that. So
yeah, so essentially him getting caught out of position with the Broodlords was a major factor.
it was.
Alright, seems fair. Alright, that is GSL Daybreak. And spawning in the bottom left part of the map, we have the winner of game 1. He might take it all in this game. We have the green Protoss, the ever amazing Evernext.
Yes. Spawning in the top right, we have our blue Zerg. So far has shown great play, but an inability to deal with harassment. Perhaps an improvement on this game will be made. Perhaps Mavi will bring it back. Perhaps Mavi will die. Who can find out? There can be only one. It is UWU Mavi! Perhaps you will experience the quickening.
I am, for sure.
You're experiencing the quickening right now?
I'm going to eventually, yes.
You just cut off some immortal's head and you're taking all the souls?
Yep, that's right. As soon as I find a haunted house and I can find that demon, I'm cutting his head off. I'm experiencing the freaking.
Am I missing something?
It's the quickening!
Am I missing something?
No, you're not missing anything. Just take it for what it's worth.
You need to watch Highlander. That's what you're missing. If you haven't seen Highlander, that's what you're missing.
I've always wanted to see that movie.
It's a good movie. Don't see Highlander 2. Do not see any other movie other than Highlander 1. It's just called Highlander. Highlander 2, the bullshit. Highlander 3, the bullshit continues. No.
Yeah, I agree. Highlander is one of the better movies of its genre.
Gladiator was a good movie.
Gladiator?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, Gladiator's a great movie. I think that Gladiator kind of set the standard for the next wave of those kind of movies to come around.
Yeah, exactly.
It did. It did set the standard.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Is that a quote from Gladiator?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You're talking about Gladiator. You don't know the most famous quote from Gladiator?
No, I don't.
Say it again.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
You have to understand that that movie is what? What is that movie? 13 years old now?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's been a while.
I'm only 15, so sure.
You just stop making me feel like an old man.
The movie's 13 years. I think it came out in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was in the theaters at the same time with Matrix, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was not.
Or it came out shortly after Matrix. Look it up.
2000 Gladiator.
Look it up.
Who knows?
Okay, then Matrix came out in 99, correct?
Matrix 99.
Okay, so they were shortly in the theaters after each other, whatever.
That's a whole year.
Very early third by Mavi. Very early. Throwing his natural down, and right after that he got a third. So not really going for any sort of aggressive type play, going for a very, very defensive type, making sure he gets the economy up as fast as possible.
Yep. Well, not necessarily an early third. In terms of 3-hatch Zergs, that's about the regular timing, around 24, 26 supply. If that's the play you're going for.
Sort of.
I don't know that watching these games for Rexman is very helpful. He plays Terran, so
If he wants to watch, man. I mean, you know, maybe he'll switch prices.
Well,
Coming out.
There are some fundamentals of all races that are common, and if you learn one, then
Micro, macro.
exactly.
Zealot coming out to chase the Lings away from the tower, stabbing them with his knives. His fist knives. We have an early Twilight Council. I think DTs are coming.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we know how well Evernex does with his DTs and
Yes.
how deadly they can be.
Yes, we do.
He's definitely punishing this early third, and you could even see it. There's no sign there's going to be a lair. No gas yet. Gas just being thrown out now. Actually, yeah.
Here come the 2 Zealot, the regular 2 Zealot harass, although Mob be prepared for it with a bunch of links.
There's a probe on the bottom right side of the base now, where where Mavi's fourth would be.
The map.
Yeah, of Mavi's area, whatever.
Yep.
It would be his fourth,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah. I hate DTs.
Rexmon hates DTs. Well, that exchange of links versus Zealots was kind of bad. 2 links
There it
survived.
is.
The next, yep, there's the Dark Shrine.
+1 weapons is being researched too. These DTs are going to be doing 10 additional damage.
Yep.
And with that probe in the bottom right of the map, that pylon just being thrown down now, this attack can do so much damage. Evolution Chamber is down. It is being researched. Being made.
This
Layer
queen
is being laid too.
Queen, what are you doing? Queen! There we go. Queen's going back.
Queen?
The queen that's way out there, who was chasing that Zealot,
Yes, yeah.
was like, get back in the kitchen, Queen. Just kidding.
It's slowly going back.
I'm joking.
You know what? The queen has webbed legs. Like, it could fly. Like, if you threw it in the air,
Yeah,
it would, like, glide to the ground.
Well, no, the queen has a skirt, dude. It's a skirt.
It's
Dude.
webbed legs. Like, it could totally, like, glide to the ground if it was thrown in the air.
Zealot comes home to complete the wall off, I think. Well, not yet, anyway. Dark Shrine about to finish. We got a total of 4 gates that are ready, with 2 gates more behind that.
And DT Shrine just finished now, and where
Warp them in. Begins Blink first. Okay. There are the DTs. 4 warp in. All are queued up to take out the third base. A Spore Crawler is on the way. At the third base. Oh, the Overlord's right on top of the Dark Shrine, that's why. Use the drone trick, Mavi! Mavi, use the drone trick! Mavi! So Mavi scouts the Dark Shrine, deflects Dark Templar, for now. Does have a lair, should make an Overseer. Would help a lot. And Mavi appears to be gearing up for the 11-minute max. Although it's going to be a little later than 11 minutes because she's getting a Spire, never mind. Not doing that.
ZT's getting caught again. Mavi being also cautious by looking at his creep, making sure that he'd see where the DTs are warping in. Stalker's actually being warped in now, making I don't even know what he's doing. He's actually transferring from DTs to getting his third up, getting his Stalker presence up. Honestly, he's actually going to be using those DTs a lot. Like, we've seen how well he used them.
Only one DT remains. It was on the tower, now it's moving forward.
Oh, he's trying to... I see. He's trying to make sure that he can get that third down.
Coming after the Stalker, is going to get surrounded by Lings. Blink's on cooldown.
What are you doing?
Stalker's in serious trouble. Evernext says that was weird. Dark Templar spotted as well. Zerg cleaning house. Ma V. Ma to the V. Ma V.
I'm surprised Mavi hasn't even tried looking for this like proxy pylon yet.
Me too, honestly. That's like one of the first places Zergs usually look, and it could come back to bite him later, but he does have 3 spines and a spore.
Meanwhile, Mavi is making 9 Mutalisks, while Evernext is making his +2 upgrades. Roblox Cody is almost done. +2 upgrades, like I said, is halfway done as well.
Interesting. He didn't scout the pylon in the bottom right.
We just said that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's late.
Do you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about Gladiator, and like I totally missed what you said because I'm trying to think of this movie.
Are you not entertained?
Such a great movie, man. Are you not entertained?
A DT warps in. Evernext.
I'm actually trying to think of what his name was. It's Maximus Aurelius, correct?
Look,
Yeah.
look at this.
Okay.
Look at this DT harass. Are you not entertained? Look at our casting. Are you not entertained? Be entertained.
We're just keeping that. Here come the mutas. Here they come. There are no cannons. There is no defense in the main. Pros are gonna die.
So many deaths. There's absolutely nothing to count on this.
They're lining up too. Lining up for the glaive worms. 16 worker
Oh,
kills.
they're the Stalkers. All right.
And there's a warp prism that he can catch if he noticed it, but didn't.
Double pronged at the third.
Oh, the sentry energy, and they didn't even use it until just now. That attack way less effective, though.
Great force fields by Evernext. He might have just bought himself a little bit of a lead that he needed.
Huge Zergling reinforcement wave on the way. Carapace is about to now finish. Lings are 1-1. Mutas starting in and out. Do they spot the pylon? Mutas spot the pylon! Going insane.
Yes.
A Dark Templar
Excellent.
did take out the 4th base and is going to do so again if left unchecked. Yep, there. Oh, canceled. There you go.
Get the drone. Get the drone. Get the drone. Why won't you get the drone?
Drones are fast.
What? What?
Drones and DTs are the same speed.
I don't understand this. Do drones crawl or do they slide?
They wriggle like a worm, I'm assuming. It's a
That's
slither.
what I'm thinking.
Pretty sure they slither.
Good question. Ask Mr. Dustin.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
He just makes the OP units.
Dustin.
He's too busy making
Marines,
giant
let's give them
lasers.
guns Let's give Marines a gun that do like 10,000 damage.
He's
Yeah.
too busy trying to add Nod into StarCraft as the 4th race.
I gotta tell you what though, if I had a unit that I could transfer to any other Blizzard game, I would take the DT and put it in Diablo. Okay, here we go. Attack at the 3rd.
Muno's going in. Oh, the sentries don't force field! They don't force field! It's too late! It's too late, sentries! You're dead!
Stalkers finally arrive, all too late. There is absolutely nothing to do.
Uh-oh.
There's almost nothing.
Careful over there, you're not gonna die on us.
No, I'm not. Oh, the stalkers are in. Mutas will have to retreat for the moment. Reloading on Lings. +2 melee on the way. +1 flyer armor on the way.
Wow.
I need to breathe.
What happened?
He's
I'm talking a lot.
he's
Very excited.
he wants to see Zerg win so bad here, he's like having convulsions.
Here it comes. The Ling attack. Muta's going in first. Ling's coming in second. Zealots get surrounded. Dying. Blinking back. Going into the choke. Making the Lings less effective. Good use of Blink Stalkers by Evernext. But is it enough?
At what cost? In Total Biscuit's words.
3rd for Protoss goes down. The next wave of Ling reinforcements on the way. Lings, Mutas streaming in. Upgrades on the thing, but I don't really care because Zerg is pushing through. Where's my co-caster?
Apache has left us.
Left?
I do not hear him. Anyways, the Mutas are still wrecking havoc at this 3rd base. And what are we reloading on? He's getting 2 more Mutas. Did he? Oh, he's getting an infestation pit behind this, and he has a hatchery in the middle of the map now. That the Protoss is back to 2 bases. I think this is over, guys. I mean, right? This is GG.
Basically.
I would think so.
All right. The army is back at the 3rd base. He decides to turn around with it. Doesn't want to go around the corner. Yeah, he's here. I can hear him.
I can hear him now, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Even Rexmon knows it's over.
Yeah. This is well. Hold
How many
on. We'll
Mutas
see.
is that?
That's a lot of
28.
Mutas.
28.
Yeah.
Oh, taking a lot of hits from that Archon, though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Archon's doing.
Oh!
Archon's
19 Mutas. That Archon killed 10 Mutas.
What a pro.
what
splash
a pro.
damage.
But it's not enough. Evernext trying to retake a base right now, even.
For a second, I thought those were changelings because they weren't attacking. Then I realized Zealots can't jump attack here.
That's in Legacy of the Void. Zealots get jump jets. They can swing at a Muta.
They should.
That would be the most imbalanced thing on the
Or
planet.
they should get a gun and be like Marines.
Give Zealots a gun. They shoot their knives out of their wrist and make a new one.
Basically.
Here we
Pew!
go.
Insta-kills a Marine.
This might be it.
Well, we do have a lot of money banked for Evernext. I mean, as long as he keeps chrono boosting his gateways, he can pump out stalkers like there's no tomorrow. But I don't know that that's enough. These Mutas need to magic box. I know you think it's over, but it's not over. Stop throwing away your units. Ah.
He's going up in the
Units.
gases. Interesting. Might as well.
Musket gases, man.
I mean, I guess at this point, Monty just throw whatever units he wants at him. He's doubling the supply. These Mutas are gonna go down if he keeps fighting with them. No, pulls back. Okay. No, it's still over, Rexmon. It's just the Protoss hasn't given up, and Mavi is making a lot of control mistakes. Honestly, Mavi should have won by now. Most Protosses would have GG'd.
Yeah. He's
Gotta give credit to him. Now his army is caught in the middle of the map. Sarah Kerrigan has just
lot
called
of
her all
stuff.
horse.
That is a lot of Zerg stuff and not a lot of Protoss stuff.
he keeps making these Archons, which is oh that Archon went down pretty fast though.
Yeah, roaches do plenty of damage to the Archons. Change neural to EMP, then we won't have any problems against Protoss. Think so?
40 Lings on the way out. A whole bunch of, what are these? A whole bunch of Lings on the way across the map right now.
Yes, just Lings. +3 melee on the way. Burrow just now. Just now getting Burrow. That's an interesting move. I guess he hasn't needed it, but...
I don't think Evernext can defend this
Patchy,
one
you got
off.
anything to say?
Not really, man. I'm tired.
I am too, but come on.
This
That wasn't a joke. I'm fucking tired.
He can't defend this next round.
No. No way.
There's an observer.
There is an observer, and he sees that base, and he really should know that he cannot match the bases of Zerg.
There's 2 observers.
There are 2 observers. The other one's following the Zerg. There's 3 observers.
That's a lot of observing.
There is, yes. +3 is not done yet.
There's
but
one
it
observer
doesn't
for each one of
matter.
us.
Zerglings just going forward like honey badger. They don't give a crap. How many? GG finally gets called, and we can go on to the next map after 24 minutes.
It's 1-1.
In-game minutes, alright.
24
Yeah.
Blizzard minutes, which is more like 35 real ones.
Game number 3 of the finals. This went the distance. And we saw both semifinals. So yeah, this really went the distance tonight. Going to go on almost 4 hours here. And we've been on the air for 4 hours right now. Right?
Fucking crazy.
I think so.
Yes, we have.
Wasn't like 19 people in the tournament? It takes freaking 4 hours to do for 19 people. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but there's 19 people in the tournament, so can we get this over this? Maybe.
Can we finish earlier than 4 hours? Okay, so map pick Entombed. Pretty obvious pick for Evernext to pick Entombed.
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of places to put proxy pylons. There's a lot of ways to deny the expansions for the Zerg. And just all around, it's not one of the best Forge Fest expand maps, but Evernext is definitely one of those players that loves harassing.
Yep, that 2 Zealot harass that he's been using pretty much every game just catches Zerg off guard.
Yeah.
The one thing here...
Not to mention the 3 observer strategy.
The one thing here, Mavi, being up a game, could choose to all-in right here. And if Evernext does what he's been doing, the all-in would probably kill him, because he's been surviving on 1 gateway in the Forge the entire time. And really not even making a sentry, just making the Zealots for the harass.
We'll see. I don't think Navi's one to all in.
Well, he did do the Roach Baneling Zergling bust.
Good point. We'll see.
He's not one to all in except for that game where he all in.
Game 3, they both know each other's meta right now. We saw the we saw the DTs, you know, and we've seen that from Next. So Mavi knows the kind of plays that Next is capable of. We've seen the fast 3 bases from Mavi also, so Next knows that Mavi can do that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You know what Mavi doesn't know?
What?
Must not Mavi know.
Evernext's 3 observer strategy. They do not know that strategy.
Make 3 observers. See everything. Win the game.
See the whole army 3 times over. Can never get enough vision, man.
Here we go, guys.
Alright,
Game
so
number
spawning
3.
in top left position of GSL or MLG in Tube Valley, we have the green Protoss, who is just lost his last game. I think that was his first loss in the tournament. We have the green Protoss, Evernext.
Spawning in the southwest position of this map.
Entomb Valley.
Entombed Valley. We have...
Heck, I felt like this too.
I think I killed him.
We have the Red Zerg coming back, tying the series up in the grand finals of the DayWalker tournament, the longest one to date. If I'm wrong, don't correct me. It is UWU Mavi going for a 10 pool.
You guys who don't know what the 250 DayWalker Open was.
I
That
was
won't
not
work.
found.
Be a man. Be must be swift as a coursing river. With the strength of a great typhoon. Yeah.
Lyrics wrong, so you suck.
You can blow me. Hope the stream didn't hear that.
I'm pretty sure they did.
You're nobody, alright? That wasn't a joke, you're still nobody.
Anyway, probe harassment going on. The pool.
Don't know if that's good or bad. You're
I'm
a
fine.
fool.
I'm fine with it. Photon cannon going down. In kind of a flimsy wall, honestly. If I can be perfectly honest about this wall, pylons and photon cannons not the hardiest of buildings to be walling with. I'm assuming a gateway will go in front at some point.
Aww. With the strength of a great typhoon.
It's force of a great typhoon, strength of a raging fire.
You're gay.
If you're gonna keep getting it wrong, I will correct you.
I'll correct you. Don't you laugh, it wasn't a joke.
You really are 17.
15.
15.
Same age. That makes no difference.
Still correcting you.
Anyway, Evernex gets the scout off, sees that there's no gas, knows that there's not shenanigans going on, no bailing bus, no roach bus. The drones come out en force, say, "Get out of here, probe." My co-casters go silent.
I gotta say, besides the strength of a raging fire and swiftness of a raging typhoon.
Or
Did I get that right?
force of a typhoon.
You sure it's not the swiftness of a raging typhoon?
Typhoons
You must
aren't pretty darn swift.
Let's be
They
swift
kind
as
of I mean, dude, they have like 90 miles.
These overlords are like in the face of the Protoss. Like the overlords are like laughing in the face of this
just
Protoss
chilling
right
out.
now.
Like, sup?
Dude,
Yeah.
they should give overlords a laughing animation where they just like blow
You know
up.
why? Maui can do this because he knows our Protoss player does not stalkers early. And Mavi is gearing up for a huge Ling attack, a huge speedless Ling attack.
Damn it! Oh, Ling.
Evernext spots it with his Zealot.
That guy's like,
Absolute break it down though. He's got enough Lings to do it. What will he choose? Chooses
can he
force.
go into the back?
Has a huge area to hit. You can't sneak by it. No, it blocks the ramp. But there are so many Lings hitting that forge, he will destroy it. Cancel the +1. Good force field stops him for now.
He'll lose all
Pick
his
it-
wings, right?
He will lose all his Lings if he keeps attacking like that. Yeah.
So who came on top? Oh, on top
Well,
on that.
Ling's getting in. Ling's getting in. If they get a sentry kill. Nope. No, the Ling stream is continuing.
18 more links in production. All the while, Mavi's getting his third up.
He only has the one gate. 3 gates on the way, but I mean, yeah. Stuff. 4 more gates on the way.
But yeah, about that, yeah.
Warp gates coming. Mavi pinning his hopes on a low econ Zergling en masse attack. He only has 17 drones. This is all in from Mavi.
Here it comes.
He gets in a little bit. Can't pick off that particular sentry, but he can attack this gateway. Gateway goes down. Sentry's force field. Mavi backs off. There we go.
Mavi must be scratching his head like, come on,
Gate
this must
finished.
have worked.
The gates are finished.
He's not droning up.
Evernext is supply blocked. He can't make any units. The gates are done. It doesn't matter because he can't make anything.
Oh,
My throat. There are 4 sentries. That's infinite force fields for those of us at home who don't know that. 4 sentries is infinite force fields. The Zerglings will never get up that ramp without breaking down more pylons. We have Robo and Twilight Council coming up. Wow, Evernext banking a lot of money, really confident now, but the sentries get caught.
2 go down.
2 go down. Are there force fields left? No. There are no force fields available. There's 1 force field available.
And it doesn't matter anymore because he's got his Zealots up.
Oh, Mavi is
On
hope.
the bright side, Mavi only has 17 drones to Evernext's 47.
Oh, Mavi.
Really?
The hopes on this all-in play.
That's it.
Knowing that Evernext does
That's about it.
Does not make many gateways.
You make no gateways. You're Zerg.
Mavi, you need to drone up.
Yeah, this is over.
Incoming lots of links.
The speedless link play was cute at first, killing off the... It should have just been happy with killing off the Forge, honestly. Oh my god, the surround! Oh my god, the Zealots. There it is.
I can go to bed now.
Apache, we weren't stopping you from going to bed.